So are we ready to recap, my gents?
Sure, absolutely.
Go ahead.
So the last thing that happened, well, it's not the last thing that happened, but to summarize what I remember, we got accepted into the play after Throk lit the set designer, the production manager. That's it. Yeah. Set him on fire.
Carrick and Locke killed all the ghosts. All the shadows, right?
That is not true.
That makes more sense. I was like, what ghost?
That feels like it's true, so I'm going to go with it.
No, Johannes killed one in one shot because he crit with his great axe.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
On an attack, he had an attack of opportunity where he just like cleaved one of them in half. Because all he could do was get within range and be like, I hope one of them does something stupid.
Yep.
And that worked out. Yep.
So yeah, we saved the first people ever from the shadows.
We saved. Oh wait, no, we had them resurrect the other one. So yeah, we did save them. Oh, JM,
John, you are muted.
You must have unplugged or hit a button.
Sing something, so we'll know when it comes back on. Sing Chandelier.
It starts.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna help you. I was gonna say it starts with "Party Girl, Don't Get Hurt."
I don't know the words to.
Oh, come on!
I can't help you there. I wish I did know the words because I could have came in like, no. Anyway, so we did all that stuff. What else?
Justin got assistance. Well, hold on. Let me clarify. Carrick, yes, because he plays multiple characters. So Carrick got assistance from the very corpulent lady and the very corpulent man, or the very corpuscular. Corpuscular?
I don't know that word.
Hold on.
That's an interesting word. Yeah, we made friends. That's 100% true. We did.
Yeah, and now Carrick's going to cozy up with the pretty girl.
Corpuscular. It's used in medical as well as physics. A corpuscular is
Pathfinder.
An unattached cell, especially of a kind that floats freely as a blood or lymph cell. Anatomy, a small mass or body forming a more or less distinct part, as the sensory receptors at nerve terminals. In optics, corpuscular theory of light, arguably set forward by Descartes in 1637, states that light is made up of small discrete particles called corpuscles, which travel in a straight line with a finite velocity and possess impetus. There you go.
Right.
So yeah, it's a used somewhat like in various forms. So he apparently I refer to Mr. Hump as of pertaining to or composed of compuscles or or particulates, which he is. He is made up of. He is the sum of all of his parts, some of which happen to be very humpy.
So we ended where?
We ended after dress rehearsal. We completed dress.
And how did that go?
We failed one and got all the rest.
What was remember we have a score? What was our final score?
It was in the high 90s, was it not?
It was in the low 90s, but you were closer.
Well, I needed to update my stream title because it said I was playing Warzone because I forgot to edit that part, which we are not doing. This would be the weirdest game of Warzone ever.
This Warzone seems very odd.
That would be something to see. You're in Warzone, you see 3 people sitting in a living room playing Dungeons and Dragons, and then the person just shoots all of them. That's typically how Warzone would go.
If that is what occurs, not gonna lie, total horror. Total horror right there.
not playing that game. It's too violent.
So, all right. So we did dress. So now the PCs, being us,
That's me.
ourselves. I don't know why I said PCs. I probably have never said PCs in this whole thing.
Yeah, you can't really talk to the NPCs. It's like now the NPCs are listening. That's difficult. That's just a challenge, all in all, unless you're dissociating.
So we Robble. I bet his name is Robal, but I like Robble more. Robble says,
Like
"All right,
Tibian.
lads, get some rest." Exactly. Be there bright and early tomorrow. For tomorrow we bring culture to the masses. He says dramatically.
Johanna says, "Oh, we could have so much rest between now and tomorrow."
It's true. Do we do the whole rest and then do another tour of the city in the evening?
I think we have to.
We should. We can't just let shadows eat people.
Brady
right.
rolls his eyes and be like, "I always saving the masses."
Actually, he did hit one last time. I mean, he didn't kill it, but at least he did something.
I did something last time. It's yeah. I can't channel energy to shadow creatures. By the way, I don't think.
Because they are not undead.
I don't. Are they?
They're just very, very rude.
They are not undead.
They're evil outsiders, but they're not undead.
Correct.
All right. So 2 or 3 rolls for the night, Joel.
I think it's just one roll. Are we doing multiple rolls?
We have.
No, we had multiple because it was multiple days.
Yeah, we
sure?
did one roll per
Positive,
per night,
yeah. We don't. It
So we
got
took out 5
easier and
rolls.
easier.
It got harder and harder. It got easier and easier to get an encounter, right?
Yes.
So we
Which
were
is
up
what
to
we
25%
wanted.
encounter the last time.
That's what we wanted.
I would say we wanted it, but it happened. So,
I wanted it.
well, there we go. Let's do this. Oh my God, that would not.
By the way, you never answered me. I had
Never answered me.
I had Erithil sniff at the
Describe. There are no words that Erithil can provide you that describe what they sense, what he or she right sensed.
she, yes, but she would be able to track it if there was a scent. Oh, what does Deadpool say that Nightcrawler smells like when he bamfs?
He smells like sulfur. It's a sulfury thing.
Is it? I forget. He had a very specific. He had a very specific.
He might have said something funny, but it's a sulfur smell. I know.
When he bamfs.
Mm-hmm. So, this will be interesting. So we'll give it. We did 25, so we'll bring it down to 18.
High or low?
High means we get the encounter, so that would be 82 or higher.
88. Oh
88
wait,
or higher.
did you say what was the percentage? You
Yeah,
might have been
82.
right.
I was right. 82
Yeah.
or higher, right?
What is the verdict, by the way, on pineapple on pizza? Just for shoops and googles.
Nay.
Nay?
Absolutely does not belong on pizza.
I rolled an 81.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If we had, by the way, if you had, it would have been 9 sets of shadow bats, like hundreds of diminutive bats that we would have had to fight. By the way, so what happens is, again, we hear screams as we walk through the streets of the city. Again, we venture upon a scene where you just see 2 individuals just entirely encoded in what looks to be shadow bats, and right before your eyes, they are consumed and disappear, along with the bats. The bats are gone.
Well, that's disappointing.
Always a pleasurable experience when that happens. So, yeah.
Go right, Brady says. Look what happens when we go left.
So that happened.
Ew.
So we return. We get some rest for the rest of the evening. It was so close to us having an encounter. That's crazy.
Okay. How do we wake in the morning?
We wake
Like
well
this.
rested. And I think it's an evening show.
I'll give him an evening show.
What is it? What is the theater called again?
The Ruffled Grouse.
No, it's not. What does that even mean? It's not. The blue something. The blue
The
globe.
blue orb, the blue globe, the globish bluish something.
I think blue globe. That's what we call it. No.
Chimpanzee farts. I don't know.
The blue sphere. The blue sphere is the name of the theater. So we arrive at the blue sphere to prepare for the day. The play itself is scheduled to begin, as with dress rehearsal, at 4 in the afternoon.
This is when Carrick has plenty of time to cozy up to the pretty one. Did John die?
If you can get past Throk.
The wife is I have the laptop set up like this. So basically it's like Misery. My feet are out there. She has a washcloth, and because she knows I can't do anything about it, she's attempting to clean my bad boo-boos, and now she's taking some sort of object and touching the bad boo-boo. What are you putting on there? It hurts. My God, why does that hurt so much?
Probably because it's a
Trying to clean
boo-boo.
it. She's just using water. It feels like not water. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, it's water. I'm like, are you sure it's not poison? Because it hurts really bad.
It's a nice little arsenic bath. Never did anyone wrong. You just gotta worry if she gets a wooden block and a sledgehammer. That's when you really got to start worrying.
Right.
John, they always said you need more lime water. Just
Yeah.
why is this so bad today?
Why is what so bad?
The couch has quite the incline today. The dice roll weird.
It's probably because there's a
Who's
really
doing
big
everything?
really big portigie in it. That
Just
would-
be nervous
every
that she
other day.
shows up in a couple blocks. All right.
Dom Perogny. All right.
I'm trying to focus again after she poked my boo-boo. So now we have 250 people in the bloob sphere. The bloob.
The bloob.
The Blue Sphere Theater can hold
Blue
250 individuals. It is a full house by the time 4 in the afternoon rolls around, just so you know.
Whatever happened to?
We all are to gather at noon, and Robble then tells us to create a procession from the stage theater on the side to the main theater house, right? So in full dress, we walk through the streets. Once we're there, again, we go through the side entrance away from the masses that are either sitting around or preparing for the evening festivities. We'll be sequestered into a green room where there's plenty of food and drink to appease ourselves until the play begins.
Did our previous works swell the crowd in any particular type?
What do you mean? The dress?
No, not the dress. I was more talking about the weird thing we did outside the theater.
I think we accounted for all that.
Improv.
Yeah, there is some notoriety based on what we've done to date. Correct. Yeah.
Mm.
We're not like famous for it, but there's some notoriety with the masses. And
You
those
you
most
keep
periods
using
of
that word.
excitement,
It does not mean what you think it means.
I always keep saying notoriety. What was the other thing I'm trying to say?
Fame.
Fame. Yes, that's exactly it. I mean, Throk could be notorious. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, he
It's
did
not
set
impossible.
people on fire.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm sure that rumor has been spread around that he can engulf people in fire with just words. So, in that example, notoriety does apply.
They're not even good words.
But while you're in the green room, the stagehands are going to and fro. The false floor is being tested and set up with props. There's scenes and whatnot, and meaning scenes, meaning staging, are being thrown here and there. You see Milik busily working with all the stagehands.
Cool.
Everybody seems quite nervous, even terrified, that are currently working on the stage.
Why is everyone terrified?
I don't know. Carrick can ask one of them.
Sure.
So you approach a stagehand.
Yep.
He says, "What you want?
Why you look so nervous?
The hell are you talking about? You know why we're so nervous. Be on your way, sir."
But I don't.
And he goes back to work. You see Milik eye you incredulously as you're disrupting his staff as to what they're trying to really focus on getting set up correctly.
Why do they look so terrified? I mean, nervous I could understand, but terrified, which is what you said,
Are you
it's a different matter.
Are you talking to Milik or who?
Yeah, Milik.
So you approach Milik. Milik's like, "I really haven't the time, sir."
I'm just curious if there's something I don't know.
About?
Why everyone looks so terrified?
It's because they're very nervous regarding the pyrotechnics, the illusion magic, and then the monsters.
Ironic. I should be terrified.
I would say, let us be at our work before we have a mishap. And he turns on you.
Break a leg.
He turns on you. He's like, "I am not an actor, sir."
Oh. Break my leg.
That's even better. That's good. As the afternoon gets on, you notice a high level of noblemen, a high level of clergymen, also high-ranking members of the church. And you would think that these are. I'll just put it this way: they're more dressed up in black robes and have more what we'd call satanic-looking accoutrements than the classic clergy you would expect.
Are we?
What's that about?
Oh, hold on. Are we in Eyes Wide? Are we in Eyes Wide Shut?
It's a little bit of an Eyes Wide Shut feel.
Are we LARPing?
When it comes to the clergymen in the black robes with the whatnot.
When does the orgy start?
That's not on the menu, unfortunately.
Does anyone know who those guys are?
Who are you asking?
I don't know. Every time I talk to somebody, I get yelled at.
Yeah, that'll probably get. They're setting up a very dangerous stage that your life depends on you not interrupting their work. So perhaps talk to not the stage people. How's that?
Johannes, who are those people?
Milik's gonna get pissed if we keep interrupting his staff.
So Johannes is gonna hop off the stage and gonna go up to one of them.
Why are you on the stage?
Well, I assume that's where we were when he was setting up.
You're supposed to all be in the green room. You guys then went into the below staging area where they're trying to set everything up, and we're bugging the people below stage. You can notice through the back side stage the people coming in, the clergymen, etc. So you're not supposed to be directly in front of the people lining up or messing around, right? Because you're behind the staging. So you could come out, jump down, and talk to them if you so chose.
Nah,
What's up to
They're like-
Johannes?
Are there like ushers and whatnot? People that,
Johannes,
like,
uh,
feeds people?
Johannes
Yeah.
weighs the pros and cons and says, "Well, Robble can't like me any less. So
Very accurate. That is
he has
true.
the least to lose by going out against Robble's wishes. So
Yeah.
he does. So he,
I mean, I don't think Robble would have instructed you not to go out there. I mean, you have, you're a theater. It's more like a thespian. You should be preparing your lines. You should be practicing. You should be getting ready for your performance. You shouldn't be,
yeah,
necessarily running around and talking
about
to people.
that. Johannes goes and speaks to them anyway.
Right, sure. So you jump down. There are 7.
Oh.
No, pardon me. There are 6 well-clad looking clergymen in black robes with set accoutrements, and there is one assistant there who looks a lot less fanciful.
So he will approach the assistant.
Good call.
Yeah.
I like that.
So he approaches. Does the assistant turn?
The assistant and that is standing. The other 6 are taking their seats across what you'd assume is a position of honor in the front row, the front row, right?
Front.
Hold on, I gotta record this.
Okay.
Where everybody knows your name, da da da, and you're always glad you came, da da da.
I don't know why, but it suddenly made your audio so loud.
That's funny.
I'm just a great singer.
It's like, hey, we detect singing. Let's boost his vocals.
Okay, got it. Shoot.
You good?
So you're standing there. He's standing.
Does he
At
say
the-
anything, or does he just
No. His eyes are downcast. He's holding himself in a reserved, what you'd call passive and/or withdrawn body language, and he's standing to the side of where the 6 are taking their seats in the center of the primary row.
Okay? So I'm gonna approach and say, greetings. I am Johannes. I am part of the play this evening. I was curious if I could have a few words with your. I don't exactly know what to call them. I assume that they're very important people, as they have some of the best seats in the house.
Yeah. How loud do you say all this?
Not just loud enough for him to hear. I'm not whispering it, but I'm not.
So he makes a gesture of to step towards, away from the 6, to the side.
Oh, he does, yeah.
So you follow him to the side, and he goes, "Yes, sir. This is Philip de Meek. I am the assistant to the great clergy of the Church of Asmodeus. What purpose would you have to speak with the masters?"
I was planning on speaking with them about the play, but apparently they know quite a bit of it already. I am attempting to laugh and chuckle, and make a small joke.
Mm-hmm. He is not amused. When you peer into his eyes, again, he's casting his gaze downward. The only impression you get, roll a sense motive.
Okay. I need my sheet. 1 second.
Yeah. The only impression you get is insert roll here, because I need to figure out how much information you give me.
There he is.
Fascinating.
There's Johannes. Sense motive, I get plus 11.
0? No, you don't.
I do.
Since when?
And I got 25.
That's fantastic. So the impression you have of him is equivalent to what you describe as a beaten dog.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't know why, but you have a feeling that he is definitely the whipping boy of these masters, whatever that may entail.
Well, considering he serves people of Asmodeus, he deserves whatever that is. So I have no qualms
No
with
sympathy.
going over his head and just approaching the people directly.
Yeah.
Now that I know what they are.
Sure. So you approach the six sitting,
Yes.
and
I'm just gonna stand sort of in the way until one of them meets my eyes.
they are all sitting very respectfully, absolutely no words, staring directly at the stage. So there's no indication that they are socializing or even
Alright.
have any slightest inclination to discuss things with anyone who's in their visible range.
Sit on their lap.
I was just gonna mosey into their line of sight then. If they were gonna stand,
Yeah, you could definitely. They're actually sitting now. They're sitting.
yeah. If they were gonna sit and just peer at the stage, then I was just gonna stand directly in front of them.
Roll.
Hold on, I gotta kind of understand how the f they're gonna take this. Did not expect you to have any sort of interaction with black-robed clergymen. Not the smartest thing I've seen you do.
That was your mistake, sir.
I should know. So they're all in clean, well-pressed, orderly, red accented black dress robes. Underneath these hooded dress robes is a slightly horned mask or a helmet on some. It is obviously a very fine make.
Cool.
Indeed. Yeah.
I don't know why you were talking to these people. Interesting. Hold on.
I'm holding.
He is.
You're back.
I wonder what that could have been.
Indeed.
Telling her good night.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I'm getting through this. There's like a whole cult order thing I got to kind of read up on because I did not expect you to talk to these people. So there is one who has an extra large golden accented red pentagram in the center of his robe. You didn't really notice it until you are closer to it, because as it is dark red, and you see some sort of chain that goes underneath his collar and into his robe as well. This is all bad stuff. All right, so he got 6 of them, right? One looks especially not good. Out of the 6, they are all very well dressed, very well to do, very not good looking characters.
I'm gonna stand directly in front of the one with the medallion.
Sure. Sounds like a great idea.
I'm gonna say
Eyes at you.
I'm going to say greetings. You are speaking to Johannes, an elf of Riverdale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm to be acting in today's play. What are you doing here?
He was looking curious for a moment, but then his gaze darkens. He says, "Are you a fool to address the hierarch of the Church of Asmodeus in such a way?"
I didn't realize that they even had churches for demons. At least none that would be, allowed within the city. This is
I believe he's
this is news to me.
I believe he's an archdevil. By
Yeah,
the way.
I know. Yeah,
So calling him a demon is really going to piss him off.
Yeah, noted.
Okay, 10-4. Oh God, why are you talking to this idiot? He quickly looks over at Philip the Meek, and he motions him to take you away.
I make a motion to Philip DeMeek to not lay a finger on me until I'm done speaking.
You probably want to do that verbally.
Then I do so. If he is still approaching while I do the same gesture that guy did to me, or no,
Yeah.
the same gesture
Opposite.
Yeah.
The opposite gesture to say Ixnay.
And I was.
All right. You estimate 2 more sentences before shit starts to get real.
Yeah. You refused to answer my question. Why would sorry, now that I realize it would be a greater devil worshiper be allowed within this city?
He sneers again. He says, "You really need to get up on your politics, boy. Many in this hall," and he kind of uses his arms to kind of show the breadth of his influence, right? Pay tribute to the church.
Johannes
Asmodeus.
fawns a disgust, like by him raising his arms, there is a foul smell.
Sure.
So
the people that are attending, he basically implies, are, if not worshippers, the direct financial contributors to the Church of Asmodeus. You have never had a reason to A, go to an evil temple, and or B, wonder about evil temples that may be in the city to date.
Yeah, it's just where I come from. People of your like are not well accepted. They definitely would not be allowed. Not even tolerated. Are you reading something, or are you?
Yeah. So he just looks at you with a curious gaze.
He ponders. Johannes does, and says, "How long ago was it that I defeated a winged? I believe it. Oh, was it a demon or a devil? I'm not sure these days. They're all the same to me."
The guy just uproariously laughs at you. And he says, "Is that a challenge I hear?" You didn't roll a bluff or anything, so.
No, I'm not lying. I'm just. In fact, Johannes says that. Oh, I'm not even lying. I'm just recalling events of recent history is all. And it was a joy to dispatch him. He was not nice to my clerical friend.
Who exactly were we talking about?
The laser beams flying.
He was a demon, though. He was a demon.
Oh,
worshiper,
yes, indeed.
He was infernal.
Yeah,
And
I am drawing a parallel, saying that they're the same as devils anyway.
I mean, they're not, but they are, right? From a good perspective. Yeah.
In fact, Johannes will draw upon that and say, from what I recall, even The difference would only be that the devils deal in contracts, which are worthless anyway. They never hold their end of the bargain as it is, so.
Roll a reflex.
Sure. 21.
So while you are having the conversation, Philip the Meek is behind you. He gets you in a grasp that is surprisingly strong for how meek he looked. And the greater cleric stands up, procures a very wicked-looking dagger, and quickly slices through, we'll say, your abdomen to draw some blood, and grabs at it greedily.
The blood?
Yes.
How restrained am I?
Enough so that you couldn't attack him. You'd have to do a grapple check and try and get out of this if you so choose, but you have a feeling that you should probably just go along with it, considering you're A, being held, and then B, from the likes of it, you are in a not good tactical position with the other clerics.
Well, if I'm
now
just
all looking at you intently.
If I'm just being grappled, then that's different. If I was pinned, I couldn't attack him.
No, he's just grabbing your arms. Correct. Yeah, he's just behind you. He grabbed your arms. That's it. So you could try and do a grapple with him to get that, but all those things happened in a lickety-split moment.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The cleric is oddly faster than you would have anticipated a cleric to be.
Mm-hmm. So I will say,
you don't have to say or do anything. I'm just curious if you're good, what your next tactical move would be. Nobody's near you, by the way. And he didn't stab you to deal damage, by the way. He stabbed you to draw blood. You know that specifically. Because
that's even worse. That's even worse.
I wouldn't disagree, but you know the difference. These are not dudes you should be trifling with. So he kneels down in front of you while you're obviously shocked, right? And he starts to draw a pentagram as he talks about the endless strength and wisdom of Asmodeus, which you find, I'd like to say, increasingly disturbing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna allow him to make a ritual of my blood, so I'm gonna kick out whatever thing he's drawing, smear it if I have to, and say I will have
you would
no.
have to. You could say whatever you want. You'd have to get off Philip the Weak, though.
Well, you said he has me by the arms. He can't have me by the arms and the feet.
No, you could kick at him. Yeah.
No, I don't want to kick at him. I want to kick out whatever he's drawing. So if he's drawing in front of me,
you'd have to wait for him. You would either have to ask Philip to release you, or you'd have to be released somehow, and then you could walk over to that. I wouldn't advise it, but you could. Yeah. Philip has you in a bit of a hold.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
roll a. You don't have knowledge religion, correct?
Negative.
Knowledge religion is not here.
Correct.
That's great. You can do an untrained, Justin.
You
can do an untrained roll. Do an untrained knowledge religion roll. Let's see if some sort of divine intervention comes to you. We'll give it a 15. So.
Who are you talking to me or just him?
That's to Kyle. I just said your name because it looked like you were following.
Do you want me to do the double roll or the single roll?
That's you. Roll me a 15 and we'll find out.
So that is a negative. Knowledge is int. Knowledge is int based, and I got just shy of 15. I got 14.
You have 14.
Yeah.
On the first roll.
Yes.
So it is a common practice for clerics of Asmodeus to do this ritual. It is not a spell. It is not a incantation. It's nothing that'll negatively harm you. For some reason, you realize. I don't know why you realize that, but for some reason you do. If you interrupt his ritual, it would be very bad, and it will do. It will do you no harm. We'll call it divine. For some reason, you know this through some sort of divine interaction.
Well, the divine interaction would only need to give me 1 extra point, so it's not a very strong divine influence that was needed.
Yeah. Yeah. So the reason why they do this practice is obviously to draw strength, but the other reason is that he attacked you. A, because you're up in his face, which is not a good idea. B, if it's an unwilling person that you get blood from, it's like extra special. So he's got to do this right almost daily, and it's always fun to get some hapless victim to allow him to praise Asmodeus. So.
Mm-hmm.
Little voice in your head says, "Stop talking to the evil priests."
So, I'm gonna look over my shoulder at Mr. Demeek, and I'm gonna give him a nod to say, like, you can release me now.
Yeah. He does so. You notice again, his gaze is cast down. Again, even though he looks meek and shy, he's very, very strong, which you would not have expected. So you keep that knowledge.
So what name was I given from the arch whatever? What was the name he gave?
What name were you given?
Yes. I don't think he gave me a name. He gave me a title.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Yep. I mean, he's like the arch guy of the. You could probably find out his name if you wanted to, but I don't think that was the.
What title did he give me? The arch.
It's equivalent to high priest, the high priest of the Church of Asmodeus.
So
I don't remember what I said specifically. I'd have to rewind. It's equivalent to high priest, Church of Asmodeus.
It kind of matters, because it'll be how I'll address him.
No, you can say I use his title. You can just, we don't have to directly say that.
So I say, well, Mr. I use his title here.
Yeah. Let me look and see if it comes to me again when I was reading. Nope, that is the wrong thing. Try to go back. Nope, let me go forward. Hold on. Church. His followers of the Prince of Darkness, and also known as the Dark Prince. Blah 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 blah. God, I do not know what word I used. I really don't.
That's okay.
Just say High Archon or Archmaster. High Archon of Asmodeus. Archmaster of the Church. So you can use either title, High Archon or Master.
Well, he says, well, Mr. High Archon, or whatever title you go by, I'll have you know that we get stronger by the daily. Your days are numbered in this city. And I leave.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. It is a very well-established church, based on the people that you see around you. By the way, there's a few snickers. A couple ladies have kind of a quick, surprised gasp when this goes down. And again, he's sitting there doing his rite, talking about the strength and glory of Asmodeus as he smears his blood, or your blood, on the ground. And yeah, so you leave that scene. Um, Brady and Carrick were eyeing you very intently, I'm sure. As you return, Brady goes, "What the hell was that?"
Just playing some games with the evil folk.
Yeah, very evil. Throk? Is Throk there?
Yes. Throk had his weapon ready.
No, I'm sure we were all ready to like throw down. That would not have been appropriate. Again, Robble said do not do anything to the audience, right? And now you kind of understand a little bit more why. These specific people, A, are very unpleasant, and B, you don't want to get on their bad side. They're definitely, lawfully evil
Why?
clerics.
They're on all of our bad sides already.
I mean, lawfully evil clerics. Again, I don't know if you expected that, or expected them to be in the city, or expected Asmodeus to have worshippers. Like, there's a bunch of stuff here that I would just be, you feel you should be cautious about. Hence their interest in seeing this play and it being Bloodsport and everything. Bloodsport's not really a good aligned activity set, so these people are of the higher nobility and closer to the church than you would have anticipated. Some people are just there because they like Bloodsport, but there's a whole other element there that you of the city that you were not aware of, that are now obviously in this particular theater. So that all happened. What you did not escape Robble. He comes over and he says, "Idiot, do not approach the high priest. Are you a fool?"
Well, in all fairness, I did not know he was the high priest until I had already approached.
He turns beet red, and he again, you being his most favorite of his players, because I should have got rid of you when I had the chance.
He gives a knowing look to Throk.
And then he's off to he says, "Stay put. Do not go out of this green room until the play begins." Which is, I mean, that's pretty fair. He doesn't have time to berate you. By the way, what do you think the name of the High Archon is?
Gerald.
Devin.
What?
Gerald and Devin were our guesses.
No. We're going to call him Richelieu.
Cardinal? Isn't that a funny cheese?
No, smelly. Isn't that a smelly type of cheese?
No, that's Roquefort.
I thought it was...
Roquefort is the one who he says smells like is a smelly cheese. Richelieu is the one who wears red. The Cardinal. Cardinal is Richelieu.
Right.
Roquefort is, I forget what his title was.
He's got the eye patch thing?
Yeah, that's Roquefort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the Cardinals. I think he's the head of the Cardinal Guard. Cardinals Guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there you go. If you were to... So Throk knows that they're super evil. I assume he shed his evil detecting over there. You didn't say that directly, but I assume he did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I probably would have done that just seeing the robes and everything. So very evil, but they're definitely a lawful order. So hence why they didn't just start to throw you and stab you and kill you in front of the audience, as they are officially part of the city. Murdering is, I mean, they might murder you later, but they're not going to do it in front of a whole audience. And for another thing, you could even die on stage in his, his opinion. So he's not going to go through the effort. So there you go. You met Mr. Richelieu. He's a lovely type of folk. So, High Archon Richelieu of the Church of Moses. There's other dignitaries and political governmental individuals there, by the way. You can tell from them wearing some sort of either labor union type iconography or, mages union type iconography. You don't notice any Pathfinder specific, because again, they're not necessarily allowed in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So that you notice that gap, but there is a kind of like an adventurers, fighters type guild representative there. Again, I don't remember the name of that guild, but we'll figure it out. And then lots and lots of noblemen, dignitaries, and then some other people that aren't as quite as robed up as the clerics, but have some sort of iconography around the church of Asmodeus. Now they could be nobles just wearing it to be funny or ironic, or they could really be worshippers. You're not really sure. And there you have it. So 2 hours have gone by. We're nearing where the play's going to start. Robble's in full swing, yelling, screaming. He's walking around now, trying to reassure the actors. He's like, "You'll do fine. You'll do fine. Just hit your marks. Hit your marks. Remember your lines, everyone. Remember your lines, and you'll do fine." And then, yes.
Did, yes, hello.
What's up?
Did Captain Toupee ever say why he wanted to do this play specifically?
He was, what the hell's the word when you are...
Commissioned.
Yeah.
Commissioned, yeah. He was commissioned. Mm-hmm.
Do we know by who?
Brady eyes the clerics and says, probably from them, I would assume. He said that somebody donated a vast majority of money to the church, and they wanted to create something that brought great honor to Asmodeus. So they asked him to engage in this blood sport.
I feel like we should have known this a while ago.
Brady should have mentioned it.
Yeah, I feel like this was important.
Brady
I
goes,
thought this was just some stupid play.
Really? Did you really think that?
Yeah.
The whole blood sport thing and the whole
we live in
context of the play with the worshipping of the devil and the Prince of Darkness coming out in the end, you thought that this was just
I just thought it was art.
A regular play? It's just
thought it was art, man.
This is what people do when they're bored.
This is not something I've ever done before, so I have nothing to base it on.
I mean, that's you and me both. I've never been in a play like this, but if I know if there's devil worshipping and torture and battle, I'd be like, this seems special. I don't know.
And Carrick's good with 2 out of 3 of those, so he's like, it's the other one. It's that other one. I don't like it so much.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could have walked around and tried to talk about the church and why. It just seems very apparent now, seeing the audience and having what just happened to Johannes. Things are seeming to coming together. Yes.
Presumably.
Yeah. Brady goes, whoops, I didn't seem pertinent at the time.
Johannes and Throk are off whispering to one another. There's a lot of nodding and smiling occurring.
Sure. So 4 o'clock rolls around, right? You go, and Robble has the main curtain drawn. He has a spotlight put upon him, and he says, "Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the premiere event at this wondrous theater, the Blue Sphere of Northgate. Let me begin by extending my humble thanks to the church for providing the, how shall I say, punch in this evening's spectacle, but also my sincere gratitude and thanks to our illustrious and benevolent lords and ladies who have significantly contributed to the success of this evening. With you, you have a breathtaking myriad of adventurers from across the lands and seas of time. And with that, we bring you the 6 trials of Larazad." He bows and returns backstage. The house lights go down. There's a 7-piece orchestra playing a short introduction.
Johannes.
And the Baroness takes the stage, sings a few introductions to the play. They're one of the more impressive vocal exercises that you have ever witnessed. She definitely is a well championed and well rehearsed, almost operatic voice that is very pleasing and almost awe inspiring. And she finishes to a round of tremendous applause. The orchestra falls silent, and there's a strangely uncharacteristic whisper of encouragement from Robble, which in and of itself concerns you. And then he says, "To arms, boys, to arms." So with that, we go through the play. Again, we have 16 pages of content, which I don't think we necessarily individually want to read, was
Nope.
my take on that.
And we already did that a little.
Yeah, to date we have. If Kyle wants to, he could bring up the document and kind of scroll through it, so some people get a idea of at least the pictures and whatnot.
Oh, did he not read it?
Or we can just skip it. He read some of it. I don't know if Kyle actually read the whole thing now.
I did not read the whole thing yet.
But basically, there is a hero who is. We'll do the quick version, right? Who is a servant of the great Prince of Darkness, and he is put through, obviously, 6 trials by Handerthon, who is.
He's accused of being a traitor.
Oh, right. For being accused of being a traitor, he's put through trials to show his loyalty to Asmodeus.
Well, you're putting your head before the cart. So the Henderson accuses you of being a traitor, and then you immediately accuse Henderson of being a traitor.
Right.
Simultaneously. So then Henderson says, well, let's kill him. But then the throat warbler lady says, no, put him through the trials. We haven't done this in ages. And that's
right.
Exactly what happens.
That's good. So the 6 trials are not great. Just putting it lightly, they're not great. Again, there's a stage. The stage is, I think, like a 20-foot stage. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh, it's about 50 feet by 10, 20, 30. 50 by 30. That seems bigger than what I read. Again, there's 250 chairs. In the orchestral pit is right in front of the stage. And then there's obviously backstaging. There's understaging. Again, there's a false floor, all that crap. So this will be pretty interesting. So we'll go through it as best we can. During the first act, it's relatively minor. We read our lines as we rehearsed. There's no real combat, no torture, etc.
Not yet.
And we roll a perform act check at the end of Act 1 like we did in our dress.
Not me.
Not you?
I'm not in until Act 2. I'm literally not. If you read the play, I literally don't appear until the second.
I get it. So I will just copy all the rolls we did and just delete them and do them over again. Call it the main play.
Yes.
One. Main. Brady, Carrick, Johannes. You said no Carrick, so I'll make that Throk.
Yeah, Throk's going to be in all the scenes. Yep.
Johannes. And give it to me, Papa.
Give it to me, baby.
What am I giving?
Performance.
A roll
For
of
which
performance
for Throk, you said?
for
both.
everybody.
For
Throk and
everybody.
Johannes.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
You
So-
remember you have Johannes has that circlet of plussiness.
Yep.
Right? That Robble had given you.
What does that allow?
We'll just say +2. I don't really. I haven't looked it
Okay.
up, so I don't really recall.
And what are the bonuses that Throk gets? I think it's plus 12, right? Total?
He got a plus 10 on the last one, so that was only because of a variety of circumstantial things. So we'll say Throk gets...
Because he gets the biggest bonus from being friends with the young lady.
Yeah, bonus is plus 4 due to Ilsandra. Friendship.
Yep.
You get your charisma, which is good.
Yep.
There's no skill ranks we have to it, unless you did that by leveling up or something, right?
I did not, no.
That's all I can remember. You're only friends with the wee lass, right?
Throk, yes.
Yeah, so that is it. So Brady rolled a 20, by the way, so we're good there.
All right. So Throk has 24.
That's great. Johannes.
Johannes
Bring
got
us down.
12.
12 total, or
12 total. He rolled a 10 plus 2.
Johannes's performance falls flat. Not surprising. Not surprising to us in the least. All right, that's Act 1. Act 2. Act 1 was called Condemnation, where our unlikely hero, Larazad, is condemned to the trials. In Act 2, Larazad is affixed to a torturous implement referred to in the play as the device. The device is rolled onto stage. It's a combination of the rack and wheel, meant to stretch the victim's limbs and twist his body into increasingly painful positions. All the time, Drovalid must inflict whip strokes upon the three to further increase their torment. Oh my god, I think it's all of us. At the start of the act, the device is drawn on stage, to many ooh and ah from the audience. Once it's been thoroughly and dramatically displayed by the actors, Larazad is stripped down to a loincloth. Oh boy.
We have a photo.
And strapped into the device. The actor playing Drovalid is expected to strike at one of the three actors with a whip. Each line is delivered from this point until his Drovalid's line begins. He is unbreakable, blah, blah, blah. So, how many times are we supposed to whip them?
Every line. So there's one whip a line, but it goes down the line. Does not
Yeah, how many
everyone gets
lines, right? So, begin at your leisure, tormentor. Dendris, so Dendris says, fools, my good master may be a fool of a tiefling. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an aside. We'll say 8, 9. We'll say 10 times. That's a lot of slashing.
Well, that's about 3 apiece, with one person, Throk, getting 4.
So, I guess non-lethal. What do you think?
That's what we did last time.
Okay, so
And I'll just go down character by character.
hold on, real quick. Let me do this before we go do the lashes.
You got it.
So, Carrick, Brady, Johannes, Throk need to give me rolls.
For performance?
Yep.
All right. Throk has a 16.
In total?
Yep.
So he needs 2 of us to help him to get him over the 20, right?
I don't know if it goes through the same rules. I'm just recording the rolls and we'll figure it out.
Oh.
Johannes got 18. 16 plus 2.
It's pretty
That's
good.
good. 2, 4, 6. 20.
Hold on. Carrick 20. He did 16. Johannes did 18, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Throk did 16. Okay, very good. Now, non-lethal damage times 3.
Well, 4 for Throk.
Just roll them all together, Jay.
I am. Well, that's lucky for Throk. It's the strength bonus that sucks.
Yeah, Carrick's. I mean, you got to make it
24.
dramatic.
24 for Throk. So next will be Johannes. So I take away the 4th D4 because he only gets 3. Then after Johannes, it's who?
Brady.
Brady.
How many? What happened with Johannes? I missed it.
15.
To Brady.
No,
No.
Johannes.
Johannes. And the same to Brady.
Really?
Yeah, it was the same roll, basically.
All
It's
right,
only
let's go.
D4s for a Scourge, so it's not a high damage weapon.
With that, Drovalid says he is unbreakable as a marble tide. But you're Drovalid, so you got to say that.
He is unbreakable
As a marble tide.
as a marble tide.
Oh shit! So you got to make D20 rolls.
For what?
Make 10 D20 rolls.
10.
Oh, actually, it's got to go by AC. So flat-footed AC, except for Throk. Throk gets hit 4 times. We'll just assume that he's naked. So for Brady, Brady's flat-footed AC is roll 3 D20s.
What's his flat-footed AC?
It's 21, which is
Really?
kind of higher than I expected. Yeah, but your attack bonus is great. So hopefully you're gonna hit me 3 times.
Let me see.
It's -4 because you're doing non-lethal. But
Yeah, I have to figure it out. Give me a second. I hit 2 out of the 3 for Brady, and this is for
so roll a bluff check for the one you missed.
He actually has bluff or something. He does.
So I'll bring Brady's damage down to 11.
Yes. He rolled a 14 plus 8, so
So
22
you,
for the bluff.
with a flick of your wrist and some, what you'd say, artistic flair, you make it seem like the strike still hit true.
Okay. And 3 for Johannes now. Johannes, flat-footed AC, please.
Johannes.
Yeah, 1 second.
Sure, sure.
14.
Okay. So yeah, I missed 1 with that as well because he rolled a 4.
Roll a d20.
So same thing for the bluff.
Yeah, you try and use some flair and some exaggerated movements.
15 that time for the bluff. Total.
I think that does it. Yeah. No, it does not. No, that's the other check. So roll a d4.
D4. 1.
Really?
Yeah.
then Larizod. Each time you are struck, the device twists and turns, dealing a point of non-lethal damage.
So that's 4
So
extra
roll
points.
a Fortitude save 4 times
Who?
as the device continues to crack and twist
Throk.
and turn exaggerately at your getting struck.
So roll four fortitudes.
Yep, 4 fortitudes.
I
Go
got
forward.
13 on the first one.
That's not good.
I got
No, that's
18,
not good. Is that
18 on the
total?
yes, 18 on the second. 19 on the third.
Okay, that's better. Where the frick is the? There we go. So he got 25 non-lethal damage.
And 16 on the fourth.
Okay, so you have 25 non-lethal damage. Brady went down to 11. Johannes is going to go down to 11 as well because you missed one on Johannes, right?
Mhm.
We lose 1 popularity with a play for the Boo Boo from Garrick.
How does that work? Do we only have X many popularity points or what?
Yeah.
Is it a large or a small number?
That's the one that I said can get up to 500, right?
Oh, okay.
Got the crap kicked out of us. So Exwint, right? As the curtain comes down, Brady goes over to Throk and says, "I should heal you. You look like you have been through a bit."
Does any healing
Which I assume-
heal up all of non-lethal? Is that how it works?
I don't think so. I think it's just like a regular point of damage. So what we can do is we cannot heal the damage. But if your non-lethal damage equals your hit points, you're staggered. And then once you're staggered,
When a
you
spell
can
or
roll-
ability cures hit point damage, it also removes an equal amount of non-lethal damage.
Yeah,
That's
so I
what I
can
read.
basically cure a bunch of. I mean, I could cure a bunch of that off just with 1 turn. So I don't really see a reason not to do that.
How long is the play?
This is the easy axe. It gets not so.
No.
easy.
Literally, how long is it time-wise?
45 minutes. Just the lines, and then there's going to be some combat and whatnot. So the combat can draw it out as long as we want it to. Really. So it's at least a 90-minute endeavor. First act's like 10 minutes, second act's like 15, 20. So we got quite a ways to go. So if he does 1 turning, it heals at least 14 damage. Look. So I think we get a bonus for.
Throk is going to heal himself as well.
I don't think Throk. Oh, he might be able to. Let me see. I want to give him the. So it's going to cure Brady and Johannes pretty easily, but I'm curious how much it's going to.
Well, Throk just cured an additional 10,
That should be fine.
which is exactly the difference between Brady, Johannes, and Throk. Well, no, the difference is 9, but still, it's close enough.
Yeah, I think it's just a straight 3d6, so we'll say 14 plus 10. Basically, all the damage goes away, so that's fine.
Oh wait, did you do 3d10? Did you do 14 plus 10 already to everybody, or just to Throk?
No, everybody got cured 14, so now we're back to 0, right? and then so Throk would have 11 non-lethal damage. So then if you cured him by 10, that just gives you like 1 non-lethal damage,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
basically is like,
Yep.
don't get down to 1 hit point, we should be fine.
Yep. That works.
If you get down to 1 or less, then you may pass out. Just heads up.
Mm-hmm.
That would be bad. All right. And then let's make a note here. Grady, Carrick, Johannes, then. Oh, by the way, what is Locke doing during all this?
He does
Well,
juggling
and the
in
other point
between
is-
acts, right?
True.
Oh yeah, you totally get. But there's a lot of downtime for Locke compared to everybody else.
Well, last session, every time I said he wants to sneak around, you kind of blew past it.
Correct, but during this particular part, which is the real play, he's got options. I'll put it that way. So he could float around the stage to try and assist if things go sideways. He could, again, try and poke around the stage area, below stage. Milik would probably yell at him, but he could
Only
be
if you
doing
can
stuff
see him.
like that.
Uh,
So it all depends.
Johannes has a plan, and
Oh.
Does it involve messing with the evil cleric again? 'Cause I would advise against it.
maybe.
All right, Act 3. So that gets us through Act 2 with a wonderful, rousing applause at the whipping and the torturing. The curtain falls. Next is the trial by pleasure. We have 5 minutes to prepare ourselves. That's when Brady and Throk do the healing.
Hold the phone. So, does Locke know about Johannes and the evil guys?
He would have been in the. I don't know what he would have been. He would have been entertaining the masses while everybody was taking their seats and whatnot. So it's hard to say. Let's give him, 20% he was in earshot and or noticed what went down. So roll 80 or above, and then yes or no.
That's gonna happen. 80 and above. No, 43. Okay.
So no.
Hold on a second. We're going under the table for a second.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Locke, during one of his performances, is definitely going to roll sleight of hand.
Are you telling me something?
I'm about to. Good roll, 16. So 16 plus 13 is 29.
Mhm.
So at that 29, when he's doing various flips and contortures, he takes a jar of fermented fish and slips it under the seats of the clerics because somebody paid him to.
Who paid him to?
That is a mystery.
Did you roll a sneak and a sleight of hand?
Well, he's not sneaking because he's supposed to be there. It's between the acts.
Oh, I see. That's
You
fine.
just did the sleight of hand to deposit it.
So all right. So this one is where we take rot grubs and we put them in our flesh. And then we have to
Skewer them.
perform like we're in unbridled passion, and then we have to burrow it and then cut it out. Right?
Yeah.
So, I think each of us need to do that. Yeah, we do.
Oh,
So
no.
we'll start with Brady, because that's fun.
Brady's like, we're doing what?
His perform is... not very... Brady does not have a good grasp of what throws of passion look like. We'll put it that way.
That makes sense.
DC Fort 17. My fortitude is good. Fortitude is good. Yep, so that's fine. And then I'll pluck it out with a heal check.
We're about got to take a wee.
Yeah, let's take 5 minutes because it's gonna take me a minute to do it. So we'll be right back.
And then there was just me. That's good because that gives me time to write out some stuff.
Don't be so lonely. I'm coming.
Are you back, Jam? We cannot hear you.
Hey.
There you are. Hello.
So Brady rolled incredibly, ironically. But his performance stunk. So Johanna, we'll start with Throk actually. Throk is perform, fortitude save, heal check. Go.
1 second. All right. So which was the order?
Perform.
Perform. He got 24 for perform.
Mm-hmm. Fortitude save.
Fortitude. He got 19.
Yeah. 19
And,
total.
Yep. And heal check. Yeesh. 10.
10 total?
Yes.
Okay. That's not good. And then, so give me another fortitude save. And then another heal check.
17 plus 6 is 23 for fortitude. And a 14 heal.
That's good. That's the right number. Yeah, you
Okay.
just needed a 14.
Cool.
Johannes now.
Same thing.
Yeah, we're all doing the same thing. So what we're
Okay.
doing is we're performing like we're in the throes of passion.
Ooh, he got a 21 to perform. He rolled 19.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then the grub tries to bury itself into our flesh and deal us constitution damage.
Okay.
So you have to have a check for that, and then you have to successfully extract the grub.
18 fortitude save.
That was close.
And heal is... Oop. Ow! I dropped it.
I think Johannes has heal.
He does.
So you just need to roll a
16 to heal.
Yep. So the knives that we have.
Johannes
from the
is
play,
better at healing than Throk is, as far as heal checks go.
So the knives that the director gave us are actually very good at getting the grubs out. So let's see if you fail your check, though.
What do you mean?
Oh shit. Alright, so it was 1d6 of damage for Brady. And then 1d6 of damage. No. Hold on, 1d6 of damage. Brady takes a 2. We'll just record that real quick. And then we just did Throk, right? Throk needed 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So digging with the dagger to get the grub out inflicted to Throk 8 points of damage.
Okay.
So record that. And
Roger that.
now Johannes successfully dug it out, right?
Yep.
So he inflicted upon himself 5 damage. That was surprisingly high. Now it is Mr. Carrick. Perform fortitude heal check.
An 8. Form. Rolled a 19. So well over 20 with all his bonuses. That's good. Second is fortitude.
Yep.
Not as good. Rolled a 10.
I don't think you get a +7, buddy.
What?
I don't believe you get a +7, buddy.
He has plus 10.
Oh, he's good. 10 plus
for
10 is 20.
fortitude save. Yeah, fortitude's his one good save because he has a constitution of 20.
Oh, yeah. He's doing great.
And fighters are good with constitute with fortitude
And
saves.
then heal check. I think he might have a couple ranks in heal. Yes, no?
1, so he has plus 3.
That's not bad.
Heal check. Rolled a 12, so 15.
That's... Oh, yeah, that's good enough. That's good. Roll a d6.
And a d6. Didn't see that one coming. 5.
You take 5 damage for digging the grub out.
Okay. I'm eating my cereal because right now we're acting, and my favorite actor acts with cereal.
Brad Pitt.
What?
Brad Pitt.
No.
I'm
You
pretty
should
sure
know this.
I mean, it's Brad Pitt. He totally does.
Who always refuses their cereal?
Oh, Ryan Gosling.
Why does Ryan Gosling refuse cereal? I'm confused.
It's a thing.
Amazingly stupid thing.
I'm very
But
confused as to
the actor
what
who
that thing
eats
is.
cereal while acting is definitely Brad Pitt.
It's definitely Brad Pitt. I 100% know that one. I thought somebody was even making it up. I had to research it.
That
So I
I
think
didn't.
we pretty successful for Act 2. I'm Act 3, pardon me. That was Act 3. Let's do this. 4 is called The Trial of... Oh, paste you, mother. Paste, you son of a beach. Act 4 is Trial in the Belly of the Beast.
Uh-oh.
Let me make that note. This one's interesting. I'll put it this way. So towards the end of the act, a huge and curious sculpture of iron, polished wood, and green glass is wheeled onto the stage from behind the back curtain. The sculpture is of a vast serpent, its mouth large enough for a medium creature to slip inside. Its belly is made of transparent but very thick glass. The beast's tail is raised high, and its head is kept low so that a person on stage can climb in easily. The glass belly is half filled with acid. The actor must climb into the beast's maw, slide into its transparent belly, one per round. Once all 5 actors are in the belly, stagehands dressed as lemurs lumber out and tug on the sculpture's head and tail, which wheel about on a set of rollers around the transparent belly so that the tail hangs low and the head rears high. Once this is done, the PCs within must climb up the beast's throat and out of its upraised maw before the acid kills them. The throat is smooth and impossible to climb, save for a series of tiny hooks that hang from the sides. These allow climb checks to escape, one person at a time. A person may also balance on another person's shoulders to reach the maw, but to form such a tower, each PC in the tower must make an acrobatics check.
Oh.
So there you have it.
Why don't we just hack through the belly?
No, it is part of the play, my friend. So the belly is not full of acid, right? So as the acid sloshes around, you can attempt to dodge it while you're inside the belly of the beast. So this will be fun. Who goes in first, and who gets out first?
Carrick will probably go in first because he has the most hit points.
Yeah.
But because he goes in first, he definitely wants to be the one that comes out first.
Sure. Well, it
He
depends on what
feels
people are
that's
doing.
only fair.
All right, round 1. We're all in there.
Yeah.
So you descend down the throat into the belly.
Yeah. That he does.
Jesus Christ. So the throat has spikes and sharp objects on the way by. So just a heads up there. You feel like these would be dangerous. to slide up or down or around.
And they're making me do that, so that's fantastic.
Yep.
By the way, the humpback, isn't he supposed to, don't I get like a gimme with him where he tries to help me in some manner? 'Cause that hasn't paid off.
He sure will.
Oh, it hasn't happened yet?
You're absolutely correct. He will try to help you. All right, so as you descend into the belly, the acid splashes towards you. So give me a reflex save.
It's only +4, 7, 11, so
So roll a d6.
got it. 4.
You take 4 acid damage.
Okay.
And then who goes next?
I would assume Johannes.
Yep,
Johannes, you say?
Johannes. Do you go next? or
I
does
do.
Throk?
No, Johannes. Which am I rolling?
You are crawling into the belly
Reflex.
of the beast, so you crawl in, descend. Carrick is there, dodging the acid with you. Again, it is half full in a transparent belly. You went through
Yes.
around spikes and other things to get in there.
Yep.
So yeah, you can also attempt to not jump into the lava. Basically.
Which is acrobatics, right?
This is just a reflex save
Oh,
to
reflex.
make sure the acid doesn't splash onto you.
I got 25.
Okay, you're fine. Carrick, round 2, reflex save.
On it. Nope. He takes 4.
Okay, what was your save that time? I'll just say 11 because either way it fails.
No, yeah, it failed. I think it was a 9 that time.
Even
5 plus
better.
4.
You guys hear a couple oohs and ahs as Carrick winces at acid splashing about his armor and Bodhi. Throk.
All right. Reflex, right? Same.
You just crawl in there.
Yep.
Reflex for everyone, every time.
Yep. Wait, is Brady already in there, or is Throk
Yeah.
last? Okay.
Brady's not in there yet. No.
Oh, yeah, this is the 3rd, and then 4.
Well, then Throk gestures for Brady to go before him.
Brady rolls his eyes.
Throk
Bows.
Throk is a whole level behind everybody, so he has the least hit points.
Bows exaggeratedly to the audience as the hero seems less heroic right now. And
So Throk would say, "In you go, righteous paladin."
all right, and then give me the other rolls for Carrick and
Johannes.
You got it.
Ooh,
Reflex is a 5. Not terrible.
21.
Is 16 enough?
21. Brady rolled like a 24, which was surprising. A Carrick 16. You successfully dodged the acid. Good job, buddy. So smart.
Take it. I'll take it.
Roll should be getting progressively harder, actually, but it's not. So round 4, Throk gets in there.
Yep.
So everybody rolls again.
Yay. All right, he rolled a 15, so he definitely got it that time. 19 for Carrick.
Throk got a total of 4, which is why I wanted Throk to go in last, because his reflex save is 2.
He is terrible.
He is not going to make any of the saves, and he has the least hit points.
So he should probably get out first. Roll a d6.
1.
So you take 1 damage. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Brady also gets slashed with the acid.
Splashed.
Sloshed with the acid. Brady sloshed.
Yeah.
Johannes got 20 again. Johannes is really good at reflex saves.
Add 4 damage to his sheet. And then...
All right, now we try to get out.
Nope, not yet. The stagehands are turning the statue, pushing, pulling, putting it in the upright position. So we all make a save while that happens as the acid splashes around the belly of the beast.
Okay.
Nope.
Throk rolled average.
6.
Throk
Now
got
he takes max damage.
13. Does 13 save him?
No.
And he
Oh,
takes
no.
4 damage.
Eric rolled a what?
Oh, he took 6 damage. Yeah, it didn't go well.
6 damage.
Johannes got 23.
Oh, this is fine. What did Throk get hit with?
Throk did, yes. Yeah, he took 4.
You guys are tracking your hit points, I assume, correct?
Yes.
Carrick is down 20 at this point.
He's not doing bad. He's got crazy hit points. Well, I don't think I rolled for Brady. Roll for Brady. Give it a papa. Did I roll a 15? No, I didn't. I rolled a 13. It's not great. Teen.
I don't think we're going to make it through all the trials tonight.
No, it's not. We're like more than halfway through. It's not that bad. Brady took 5 damage. It's a lot more than he was thinking he would take. And then now we can attempt to get out for this 6th round. So who attempts?
How many
to
hit
get
points
out?
does Throk and Brady have, respectively?
Brady's at 29.
Throk?
is probably
Throk is actually at 30.
Oh, so we're
All right,
both
so
equal.
Brady can get out first.
No, because I have a +5 reflex, so Throk should probably get out first because his reflex.
Yeah, but at the
terrible.
same time, the hero's only been in for 1 turn. It doesn't look good. We have to worry about that stuff.
Plus Brady can heal. Oh, Throk can heal too. So yeah,
Yeah.
it really doesn't matter. Either of us can leave. So we can attempt to climb out. And again, the otherwise smooth inside of the snake's throat is lined with small spikes that provide razor-sharp hand and footholds that spring into position once the head and tail switch position. It's a DC 20 climb check to clamber up the belly's beast, but the throat is narrow, so only one of us can fit. That's not true. I'm kind of small, but we'll go with that. Failure by less than 5 indicates that the climber made no progress. Failure by 5 or more indicates that you fall back into the acid. Oh no, you actually slash yourself on the way by.
But you don't fall back.
A character at either end, either perched in the beast's mouth or still within its belly, can aid another character climbing by making a DC 10 climb check. There's only one room for in the beast's mouth at a time, though, as the character clambers up into the mouth.
Does anyone have more than +10 climb?
Negative. I have
Brady's terrible at climbing.
I have +6 on Johannes.
Okay. So Carrick is the best climber, so he should stay in the mouth and help everyone else out.
Yeah, oh no, that's definitely the plan. Is Carrick's helping everybody get out. My climb is god awful. So
Alright,
basically, it's a wing and a prayer.
Carrick should get out first because he has the highest climb. So unless he rolls a natural 1, because he has +10, he'll be able to help everyone out automatically.
Yeah, we'll assume that.
Alright. So you want me to roll for him?
Yeah.
Alright, just over 10. 10 and over. That works. 12 is over.
Oh, you can still help from the belly of the beast, by the way. You don't have to leave to help. You can help by pushing the person from the bottom. Just as an aside.
Well, we can both help. Johannes said he has a +7. Carrick has a +10. If we both help, it's not bad.
2 people cannot help. You have one or the other.
Aw.
But Carrick can get out easily, so that's fine. Everybody else has to roll around 60, say. C.
Yeah, he only has
Reflex,
+4 reflex, so he's not too far behind Throk boy.
Yeah, but Throk sucks. So.
Yeah, but he's about to get out right now, so no big deal.
So
Did you say
Throk
we
can
all
get
need
out.
to roll reflex? Is that what you said?
Whoever
Yeah.
stays in the belly needs to. Yeah.
So
Are you
that's
getting out? Or is Brady getting out?
So is
or
that
Carrick
everybody
getting
except for Carrick at this point?
out? Well, I thought Carrick was getting out, so yes.
All right. So I need to roll reflex for Johannes and Throk, is what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Throk got 12, so he does not meet it. He takes another 4 damage. Johannes.
The acid burns. It
Johannes.
burns us precious.
Johannes failed his save. He got only 9. This is the first time he's failed it, and he takes 3.
He got 9 total. What did he roll, a 1?
No, he rolled. He must have rolled a 3.
He has +6.
Yep. All right, so now Throk is going to climb out.
All right, checking for a natural 1. Sweet.
All right, where's Throk? There's Throk. He has +4 to climb. He rolled a 15.
Well, and Carrick is helping. And I help.
What do you need to climb
Hold on.
out?
20.
Hold on.
Oh, the help makes the difference because I rolled a 15 +4.
So you're trying to climb out across the razor sharp handholds and footholds.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Yep.
So you rolled a what?
I rolled a 15 +4, which brings me up to 19. Plus Carrick was helping.
Yeah, that's great. So Carrick helps pull Throk through the top of the belly. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Johannes
That
and
means-
everybody else has to roll reflex, right?
Johannes and Brady are still in there, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Johannes got a 24 reflex.
Nice.
Just round 7.
So Brady should be next up.
Do it. Rolling for natural 1.
Brady takes 1 damage.
Nope.
No?
He does. He takes 1 damage.
No. Justin said no. Does that mean that you're not able to help?
Oh, no, he helps.
Oh.
Oh, God, why do I suck so bad at this shit?
And I help.
All right, so Brady's going to try and get creative here. Give me a sec.
The only way you can get creative is if he stands on Johannes's shoulders.
He could cast guidance on himself. Give him +1.
True.
Brady goes, I think if I stand on your shoulders, I'll be able to reach that and able to hoist myself out without having to climb. Because Johannes is tall. I think that's going to work better for us.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, that's definitely a better check for Brady to get out. So get +1 for what
Guidance.
the hell are we talking about? Guidance.
Yeah.
And Brady slips and
+2
falls.
from Carrick.
Brady slips and falls. He sucks.
What did he roll?
An 8.
All right, so Johannes has to roll another reflex, I assume.
Yep.
Oh, he failed again. He got 9 total. He rolled a 3 again. He takes 4 damage.
Brady goes, let's try this again. Let's see if Brady can successfully dodge the reflex. Nope.
Still good.
Brady takes 2 damage from the acid. And then well, this one's a lot closer.
Don't forget Carrick's bonus.
Acrobatics is I only get a +1. Does that make sense? Yeah. +1, +2 for guidance. Still 13. +2 more if you have to. I guess it's still a strength check to help hoist me out. So that barely makes 15.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming we do all that. So let's assume that he's able to hoist himself up with Carrick's assistance.
I thought it was 20, though.
No, it's 20 to climb. It's 15 for acrobatics. That's why
okay.
Brady needed you to help get him up.
Okay.
Because Brady sucks at everything physical.
Let's get.
Ooh!
He's still better at acrobatics.
Johannes got 24 on reflex for his round.
That's good.
And
So now he's going to climb out on his own, though, with Carrick's help.
Yep.
Rolling.
He got 12 plus
2.
plus 6 is 18. Yep. So
Oh, so close.
No. Plus Carrick's 2 makes it 20.
Oh, it's +6 without Carrick?
Yeah. 12 plus
That's great.
6 from climb.
That's awesome.
And then 2
Does that
from...
include your armor check penalty and everything?
I do not have an armor check penalty.
There we go. Beautiful. That works out great.
It is that way very much on purpose.
Yeah. That works out awesome. So Johannes was in there the longest for a total of 7 rounds.
Mm-hmm. And he took damage twice. Throk by far took more damage, even though he was only in there for 2 rounds.
No, Carrick took more damage. So he rolled terribly.
That is right.
Brady took a licking. Brady's down by 14. Which is not a big deal, but it's Brady. So. All right, so we successfully extract ourselves from there.
Mm-hmm.
How we do?
Okay, so each of us, as we extract from the maw, need to jump down to the ground, which is a 10-foot fall.
No big deal for Throk.
So Carrick stayed up there. Who went out first was Throk, right?
What are you asking?
So Carrick went out first, and then it was Throk, right? So Throk has to roll a acrobatics check as he jumps down from the beast on his way up.
All right. Justin is messaging me, so I completely lost track of what you said twice in a row now. Throk has to roll which? Do you say acrobatics?
Acrobatics, yeah.
Ooh, he actually does have a rank in that. I have no idea why I did that. That is...
Better than nothing.
Yep. He rolled a 3 plus 2 is 5.
So roll a d6, and you take that much falling damage.
6.
Brady
He
passes
took
the
6
check.
damage.
That's a lot. And
Throk has now taken 23 damage.
Johannes needs to jump down.
All right. Johannes probably has acrobatics. He does. Not much better than Throk, though. He only has plus 4. Ooh, he rolled a nat 20, so it's 24.
Very, very flare-like drop from that, and then Carrick's next. Acrobatics.
I'm gonna drop. I drop. I take another 5.
Oh,
Very good. So
the,
we're
the
all
he-
fully
it's the hefty folk.
exactly. So we're all fully sloshed
We
on
we
acid,
we hurt more when we land.
which is wonderful.
Throk lands. Oh, my coccyx!
Perform checks on the party. Throk roll.
Oop. Ha, caught it with my legs. God damn it. He rolled a 3 plus 8 is 11. So apparently he did just, as he landed, yelled, "Oh, my coccyx!" Or, "Oh, my coccyx."
All right, so we get back there, and Brady goes, "I'm definitely going to heal everybody again. That was horrifying."
Yeah, not a favorite.
So we all get 13 back.
All right, Throk will once again use one of his channels.
Where does that put us? Brady's not doing too bad now.
Throk is healed up.
Carrick will be fine.
Carrick's got plenty to go. Trial in the belly of the beast is complete. Next is the birthing trial. The
This
crimson
one's
egg
the
given to
scary
each
one.
PC has a magical device inside, and eating one causes it to hatch inside the PC's belly, becoming a roiling mass of infernal ooze that the PC then must vomit up. The ooze pools on stage, at which point something negative happens. And Milik will create the illusion among the audience that the player characters were giving birth to a malformed, melting child, as per the play's description.
Lovely.
Yeah, you're going to love it.
So who goes first?
We all kind of do it at once.
So roll a DC Fortitude save.
All right. Johannes has
22.
23. Throk has He rolled a 1, so he has 7.
So Carrick rolled a what?
22.
22.
Johannes rolled a 23.
Yep.
Yep.
And Throk rolled a 1 and got 7 total.
So Johannes, Carrick, and maybe Brady. Let's see what Brady rolls. Oh, Brady rolled a 1 too. God damn it. So me and
Throk.
Throk are sickened for 2 rounds.
Oof.
I think.
Because we are not able to puke it up, which is worse.
Yeah, you know how that feels. And then the other guys are. We are nauseated for 2 rounds, whereas the other people are sickened for 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't remember what the difference is. Pathfinder sickened.
Give me 1 second. I got you.
Either way, it's not good. I know that.
So sickened is -2 on attack, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
That's
Na-
most things.
Nauseated are unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate on spells, or do anything else requiring attention.
We can only move.
Yeah.
That's great. For 2 rounds.
Actually, sounds like nauseated is worse than sickened somehow.
It is.
It is.
Even though it's supposed to be better.
Yeah, it is. Nauseated is worse, but it's because of semantics, you know? So before us, we see the bubbling ooze surround and materialize. Jay, roll a d4.
Where do those D4s go? Here it is.
2.
So 3 kind of malformed visages form themselves in front of us and attack.
Sweet.
So round 1. Combat rolls. Knit. The initiative rolls.
Throk has 21. I think. Hold on. No, he only has 20. 20. He rolled 19. I thought he had +2.
Carrick has 13.
Johannes has 6.
Honest did great as usual. Might as well just do that now. The other actors scamper off stage. Obviously. I do not remember. Jay, look up Lemurs, Lemures, 79 Bestiary. I totally forgot to look them up.
What is it?
Lemurs.
Is it lemur?
Lemures.
Summoned creature lemur?
No, it's a real life lemur.
Or devil lemur?
Yeah, I got it.
I mean, they don't seem too bad. They seem really, really
Yeah, they're
weak.
only CR1.
Yeah.
How do you spell lemur? The little.
I think there's an
The
I
same.
instead of a U.
No. It's the same, only minus the E at the end.
Oh, I see. We're attacked by tiny primates. Or devils. Either one. Maybe it's tiny devil primates. Who knows?
Yeah, mix them up, man. This is a gang of lemurs, 3 to 5.
What's in it? I don't know what the init bonus is on that.
Plus
that's why.
0.
Kind of stuff. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not lying. I'm
Yep.
looking at the sheet right now.
AC 14.
Yep.
HP 2d10 plus 2.
Average 13.
Average of 13.
Ooh.
No special abilities.
They do. They have DR5 good or silver.
Well, yeah, but that's not a special ability. That's just DR.
Good or silver?
They're immune to fire, mind-affecting effects, and poison, and resist acid 10, cold 10. Those are definitely special abilities.
Get out of here. I'm talking about special attacks and crap like that.
The Throk goes first.
Okay.
Carrot can't do crap for 2 more rounds. Yeah, only the people that swallowed the evil ooze can do stuff. Ironic.
Wait, what?
Sometimes you got to just relax the throat.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So Brady and Johannes are the only ones who can act?
Yep. Everybody else can only move.
Brady failed. It was Throk and Johannes. Brady and Carrick failed.
No.
Nope. Carrot did great.
No, it was Johannes and Brady were the two that did not do well.
What am I looking at? DC 450. I have too many notes now. I've officially hit too many
You
notes.
said that...
It says Throk has a 7 and Brady has a 1. But Carrick and Johannes
That is not what happened.
very high. Okay.
It was the
There were
opposite.
2 ones.
Opposite for Johannes and Throk.
Oh, I see. I just made the wrong note then.
And you said that those that succeeded are nauseated, and those those that failed are sickened.
No, it's the other way around. Whatever the worst one is the one that failed. So
Okay.
Brady and Johannes can't
So
do
yes,
anything.
so Throk can still act. So
Yeah, Throk can act and Carrick's can act.
he is going to attack them
Mm-hmm.
just with his normal falchion, because even though they have DR5, the capability of him is so much greater with his falchion.
Roll their HP, Jay. What does it say?
On it.
Throk is going to attack, and he got 17. I think I have minuses, though, like you were saying. I think it's -2, right?
I thought it said more than -2.
First one has 11.
-2 on attack rolls, damage rolls,
Oh,
saving
that's good.
throws, skill checks, and ability checks. So yeah, I got 15 with the minus, which I think
Which
is
is just
11, 13, 16. Those are the HPs.
Roll 2 more.
and
13 and 19.
he rolled 10 damage.
So you whack the nearest lemur,
Mm-hmm.
and it howls in pain, sounding wolf-like. Ow! Then it is the lemur's turn. It turns and whacks at Throk for having whacked him.
Mm-hmm.
What is the bonus to attack?
Bonus to attack, 2 claws plus 2, 1d4 damage.
2 claws plus 2. So does it attack twice with
Yes.
2 claws, or it's just 2
Yep.
claws, 1?
Yep.
So it misses. The second lemur turns to Brady and attacks twice with the claws and hits for, what did you say, 1d4?
Yes.
Now you said for 10 damage.
I didn't say for 10.
I did, but they have DR5 good/silver, so it would
Yeah,
have
so-
only been 5 damage.
Okay, got it. So Brady takes some damage from the attack. The other one wields on, who else is kind of sitting there nauseated?
Carrick.
Carrick takes a couple swipes at Carrick. Carrick's flat-footed, but his DC is still ridiculous, correct?
Yes.
24.
So even if they roll a 20, they can't hit him. Well, no, they could, because that's an auto hit. So got it. So I got to keep rolling. So they can only roll 20s to hit
Mm-hmm.
Carrick. And then Brady and Carrick go, which means do nothing.
That's round
And
1 of
then-
doing nothing.
And
Noted,
then it's
noted.
Johannes at the bottom.
Yeah, well, Carrick can do a whole lot of things.
Oh, it's Johannes who's okay. So Carrick can go after Brady does nothing.
Yeah, Jam's
How,
all kinds of confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wrote the names wrong in the chart the first time.
So, what are their positions around Carrick?
There is 2 of them. One of them got hit for
5 damage total.
5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that one looks weakened, and then there's 2 other ones that look just fine. One of them is near you. The other one is near Brady.
Okay. So he has 15 feet reach. So how many of them are in range of him?
We'll assume you can hit pretty much everybody because they, you're close enough where you could pretty much hit everybody.
Alrighty then. Well, this is probably not going to work out too well for them.
Indeed. Considering the AC is only 14.
Yeah. So that means his first attack, he only has to roll a 2. Sweet. He rolled more than 2. Alright, so that's 5. For 23 damage.
Which one did you attack?
One of the ones that has not been hit.
The one closest to you, or the one attacking Brady?
The one attacking Brady.
So did you -5 or no?
His spear is good. He doesn't have to.
Oh, really?
That's the whole point. It's a holy spear.
Does holy count as good?
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Derek downs the lemur with 1 hit
So wait a minute.
of his mighty.
If it's DR5 good
dress.
and it's a good creature that's attacking,
I think the weapon has to be good. I don't think it's the creature that has to be good.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have holy and unholy descriptors,
Yeah, I know that.
and that adds good or evil to your weapon.
Right. Like your weapons actually can have an alignment, which makes no sense.
All right. So for his second attack, he's going to target the one near him. Roll the 12, so he hits with that. 9, 15. So that's for 19 damage on that one.
His ridiculously long spear.
Yep.
Got it.
Is that one alive or still dead?
I assume not alive if you don't have any DR. Yeah.
Okay. And he's going to attempt the shield bash on the third one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that within 10 feet, or can he not do that?
We'll assume so.
This
Just
one
for
isn't a
expediency.
good aligned. It's just a shield bash.
Oh, I get it.
So
Well, do 11 damage and you can kill him.
Hey, 15. Where's my shield? Plus strength. No, he only does 8 damage. Minus 5 is 3. But the creature has -2 AC for 2 rounds. Due to
Like a
stumbling.
paper doll. So Throk is next. As Throk begins to take stock of the surroundings, again the broiling ooze materializes another lemur in front of you. So now you have 1 alive, 2 dead, and 1 that just popped up.
I'm gonna attack the one that's still alive from the first round. The one that just got shield bashed.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Easier to hit. It only has 12 AC.
Let's see. No, I don't think I got it. Unless
Throk.
we're flanking it.
Well, Carrick just hit it with a
Throk.
shield bash.
Yeah, but he's far away.
Yeah,
He has reach.
I got 11 total. Oh wait, also -2, so I only got 9.
Throk, you're terrible.
Mm.
It happens.
Absolutely terrible. So it wields on you, thinking that you were terrible, and slashes at Mr. Throcky Throk. My frickin' fingers would do what I'm telling him to do.
Sharks with
Un, dos,
freaking laser
trois.
beams.
AC.
Wow, he rolled terrible.
Yeah, Throk has 18 AC.
That is more than enough. I gave him like an extra bonus attack, and it didn't do so well. So it does not penetrate your rather corpulent armor. And then Brady can't do squat. The new it's Carrick's turn first. Holy crap! Carrick, you go before the new creature has an opportunity to attack. So
That's unfortunate for the creature.
yeah.
Does he roll it more than a 2?
So you can strike at the creature that has been attacked before. You do not have 15-foot reach on the creature that just formed because it has not moved. So if you wanted to strike it, you would have to move within melee range. Just as a heads up.
So yeah, he would do that, I think, right?
Most likely.
He could, or he could just smack the thing with his shield and be done with it. Either way.
Well, you're saying he can only attack one of them, regardless.
If
So
you move, you can attack either one, but if you move, you can't do your full attack to attack both of them. Correct.
I would
Right,
suggest
but you said
Johannes is going to use his... He didn't move last turn, so he's going to use his action to say, "The new one! The new one!"
yeah, he's going to go after the new one.
I agree.
Give him the
23.
Give him the pokey poke.
So Carrick downs it again with an attack from its ridiculously long spear.
Mhm.
Are you taking the negative 2s from your attack and/or hit?
Only have to do that if I'm doing a shield bash.
No. For being sickened.
Oh, that, yeah. But once again, he only has to roll a 2 to hit
Oh,
that. Like their AC
it's
is
-2 to your
so
damage
bad.
as well, though.
It's -2 to your damage as well. Yeah.
Oh, well, take that into account.
Yeah. I think you still kill everything in one hit. I'm just reminding you about the negatives.
Roger that.
You didn't kill anything by a marginal level thus far.
And that's that.
So now we have Carrick did that, and then it goes to Johannes, who does
Nothing.
nothing, I assume. So it goes top of the order. Throk, once again, you advance towards that stickly one who's been laughing and giggling, and you're attempting to slay it.
And he rolled worse than
Yeah.
last turn. He rolled a 2 instead of a 4.
As Throk fumbles on his attack towards the thing again, once more, the roiling, boiling stew erupts with the form of another dark creature, and it advances towards no one right now, because Throk's busy attacking. The creature turns and wields it at Throk. What's your
AC 18.
AC? So hits you with one attack for a D4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Throk takes 5 damage from a pokey poke of the monster, and it goes, "That's what you get for being bad at combat." I don't know if he can talk.
Man,
It'd be fun.
this guy's breaking rules. I mean, he deals 5 damage from a D4. That's incredible.
I thought he got +1. Does he not get
No,
+1?
definitely not.
All right, then just 4. Is he super weak?
Yes, they're CR1 creatures. They are.
Does he have 10? Does he have 10 strength? It's ridiculous.
Let me check.
He's an amazingly weak creature.
He has 11 strength.
Oh, great.
And he can't
Wonderful.
talk because he doesn't even have an intelligence score. So,
Oh yeah, he
there's
can't.
no,
He cannot
there's no
speak.
language listed. Yeah, I was
He's just a dark spirit from the nether regions, I guess.
no, he's a devil. He's just a really dumb devil.
Oh, is he a devil? Really?
Yep.
That's
Oh,
cool.
he's a devil. He's a dumb devil.
He's the dumb devil. And
It says
all right, so then it's Brady can do something.
It says
That's hilarious.
a roiling wave of flesh gushes forward. Amid the fatty surge wriggle half-formed limbs and a dripping tumorous face.
Ugh,
That's the
that does
description.
not look like the. That does not look anything like the picture of the thing that I was just looking at. By the way, that is.
Oh, it definitely looks
That's
like the
horrifying.
picture they have in here. Yeah, because that
Oh,
looks
really?
gross.
Show you a picture. Oh, is it in the book?
Oh yeah.
So it comes in solitary, a pair, a gang
Show
of
me
3
again.
to 5,
We got a gang, yo.
or a
Show me
swarm
again. I didn't see it.
a swarm of 6 to 17, or a mob of 10 to 40 of these creatures.
Yeah. Oh, that looks horrifying. Jeez, Louis, that is nothing like what I saw.
That looks like the Golgotha.
It's
Looks
yeah,
like the
exactly.
it's the shit demon.
No,
There you
I was
go.
thinking Mr. Sandman from Spider-Man, but I like the shit demon more. All right. So now it's Brady's turn. He turns and wields upon the somehow still alive first creature we attacked ever, and fumbles his attack and also misses like Throk.
I told you he's a wily one.
Brady's like, God, I'm terrible at this. Are they undead,
No.
No.
Jay? Oh,
No.
No such thing
God
as an
damn it.
undead devil as far as I know.
it is a shit demon. Carrick, what do you do, buddy?
I'm gonna go after the one that just formed again. I assume it's in the same place. as
Great
the one that's there.
idea. Yes. It is actually a butt to you.
It's a butt
because
to
it
him?
formed in roughly the same spot. So you should be able to strike at it versus
Yeah.
what you just
He,
struck at.
he
a
should
minute
definitely be
ago.
good at striking at it if it's a butt to him.
Exactly. It's a large, stinking butt.
Okay, 22
22 what?
damage.
With a DR and everything, or no?
With the -2.
You did 24 damage.
No, 22. Did I just say 22?
No, because it was only for 2 rounds, so you are now back to full strength.
Oh, yep, 24.
So he again downs with one mighty blow of his ridiculously long spear. And
Now,
is now
can I reach the one that so far has defeated everyone else, or no?
no, it's Johannes' turn. It would be funny. Johannes, Throk, and Brady all have a crack at actually taking this creature out. which at this point seems unlikely.
No, they can do it. I have faith. But honestly, if neither of them, if three of them miss again, like Locke is going to attack from the shadows. He's just sick of watching us. Like he's just disgusted.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Like he has an arrow trained right now. He's like, if someone doesn't hit this thing,
So,
All right, Johannes.
Johannes did a full attack. So his first shot fires 2 arrows. He rolled a 3. He rolled a second shot, which is normally at via his rapid shot, which is at full attack bonus. He rolled another 3. And he rolled his iterative attack, which is only plus 4, and he rolled a 4. So he missed 4 arrows.
please tell me like now all the priests are dead because there's an arrow in my head. Like, give me something.
Oh no,
I rolled a 3, a 3, and a 4. That was real bad.
How is that even possible? Statistically, you'd think that anyway. So yeah, he's firing arrows to stage right. So yeah, none of them are facing the audience. Luckily, Johannes would be also smart enough to not position himself so he's firing directly at. Well, unless he intentionally wanted to do that, but again, then that'll.
Evil clerics.
It would not be smart. I'll put it that way. All right, very good. So it comes back to Throk. Throk, my good friend, what is your next steps?
He rolled a 2, so he misses.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh my dear God! So Brady rolled a 12. I just randomly threw it out there. I don't even know if I hit though. I assume I basically have bonus.
It has -2 to its AC, so you probably do.
Does it still have -2 to its AC?
Yeah.
Is there a time limit to that?
Yeah, it's like 1d4 rounds. So I think when Carrot gets his next turn, it's over.
It's crazy. So Brady's attack bonus, which I didn't think I was going to need, is my eyeballs aren't working. For his battle axe is +6, so he definitely hits. The problem, my good friends,
Can you overcome the DR?
is Brady's really not good at this, so it may survive. Even if Brady rolls max, I think it'll still have 1 hit point. Just to be clear. But at least Brady did connect, so I'll roll my d6. It is a 4, so I do 5 damage. 5 damage minus 5 is 0. Brady successfully does 0 damage. Carrick, your turn.
I'm tempted for Locke to just slay the things from the shadows. Because this is ridiculous.
I mean, do it. Do it. If he's literally been waiting, do it. Do a surprise attack from the shadows with your short bow.
It's just so bad. Everything bad is happening.
It is the lemur that wouldn't end.
Yeah.
It's been hit at this point like 4 times for nearly no damage.
He rolled a 17 to hit, so he definitely hits it.
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about Locke, or are you talking about Carrick?
Oh, I'm talking about Locke. And he would hit it for 8. That's with the DR.
That's great. So a random arrow flies from the sidelines and strikes the creature soundly in its shit chest. And congratulations, guys. The absurdity of that particular battle was extensive. Was Locke hiding at the time?
Absolutely, because no one knows he's a warrior.
So roll a hide.
You got it. Good roll, 16. All right. 16 plus a lot. Okay. 38.
Are you kidding me?
No, 38.
What is his bluff, diplomacy, intimidate, knowledge, profession, sense motive? What the hell's the thing?
Perception.
He doesn't have perception.
That is just a straight roll.
God damn it. Perception plus 0. Yep, that's literally great. Okay. Nobody sees Locke do that, ironically. But everybody's curious where that arrow came from. Because
It doesn't make
appeared-
sense.
it appeared that Johannes's arrows were not going in the correct direction when he was firing them at the creature.
We got a straight JFK type assassination trajectory
We
here.
saw one shooter, but the arrow came from another shooter's position.
So Johannes just stands up and says, "It curved."
I can curve bullets like on that movie. Oh my lord. Okay, so let's go back up here. Changed my page. I should have done that. That brings us to... Again, it's the end of the act. We have the curtain drops. We have a 5-minute... I want to say... What the hell's the R word?
Reprieve?
Intermission.
Reprieve. Yeah, 5-minute reprieve. Brady goes, Is anybody hurt?
Throk says.
I think a lot of pride has been hurt from everything I just saw.
Throk says only a wee bit. Surprisingly more than it was capable of originally, but
Brock, did you do your perform roll? I don't think so. Do a perform roll.
oh, I see how it is. I call you out on faking rolls. Do another perform roll. 26. He rolled an 18.
Good job.
That was for act. What the frick act are we on?
5?
Act 5, right?
I think so.
We're at the Ariat Summit.
Then
And Carrick is just complaining. His spear is covered in this crappy goo. Doesn't like it.
hold on, I gotta bring this up. Okay. That was Act 5, birthing. Oh shit, are you serious? Okay. Let's do this for session, Act 5. Yeah, I got this. Act 6 is called The Trial by Combat in Love. In this act, the tormented heroes find support in each other's loyalties, only to face a legion of hell's blasted souls come to take them below.
Do it.
As this act ends, the curtains along the back portion of the stage part to reveal a second stage beyond, decorated as a swampy, dreary hellscape. Before you awaits the visage of 2 skeletal trolls, animated and controlled by a third party. As the curtain goes up, both skeletons lunge at the hero.
Cool.
So, Throk, having read the lines thoroughly, does he know what trials are coming?
Yeah, Throk knows what's going on. Apparently, Justin and Kyle don't necessarily know what's going on, but the kid
No,
just
what I
knew
mean is,
shit was
does
going
Throk
down.
know that 2 animated trolls are going to attack?
They would know that you're being attacked by monsters, correct? Did you know they were necessarily skeleton trolls? No, but you knew some sort of bestiary was going to come at you. Yes, at this very moment. Yep.
Okay. Is it going to get worse than this? Throk ponders.
That's a fantastic question, Throk. Thanks for thinking that.
And the answer is
You don't know.
You just said that he would know.
You muted yourself again.
He knows that they were going to be battling. He doesn't necessarily know exactly what you're going to battle.
Well, what good is this script?
Again, he said that there were surprises, but again, you know, bad stuff's going to happen. Anyway, so yeah, you are currently being accosted by 2 giant skeleton trolls.
Roger that.
Roll a perform check before we forget.
He rolled a nat 1.
Fail.
Yep. These dice are no bueno. I'm not using these dice anymore tonight. Because they've rolled a 1, a 2, at least several 2s, 3s, and 4s.
Doing great.
Using this dice now.
Skelly 1, and then I'll do Skelly 2.
Skinnamarink dinky dink.
You guys are giving me initiatives, or are we just being around?
Throk has a 14.
Carrick 10.
Waiting around. That was a legit question. Johannes.
23.
At the bottom of the roster last time, now you're at the top. Un, deux, trois. Oh, Jesus Christ. Crazy. 17.
Ooh, I have to ban people in my chat. Ooh, exciting.
What happened?
They were advertising for a scam website.
Oh.
Hammers.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a roll-off between our hero Johannes and the initial skeleton lumbering towards Throk.
All right, so it's just a straight roll off.
Straight roll, go.
12.
17. Ooh, it beats you to the punch.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Life is hard.
So, this is a very large troll. That is a skeleton.
There's no such thing as very large.
What does it hit you with?
It's fist.
Attacks. It's 6d8s, by the way.
That's the damage?
No, do its hit points of 68.
Oh, plus what?
Just 68.
Alright.
So it says bite and then comma 2 claws. Is that all the same attack?
Mm-hmm. The iterative attacks normally have -2 to them, though.
$37 for the first one. This one's not going to do as good. 18 for the second one. That one had a lot of low rolls.
That's it. There's just two. So there's one really tough one and one really not tough one.
Gotcha.
Which is funny.
Yeah, one had like 3 8s, the other one had like a 1 and 2 2s.
So it bites at Throk. Oh, Throk's
Sexy. And he knows
flat-footed
it.
AC is not great, correct?
No, that's good.
So it bites at it and then slashes at you.
His
One of the
his
slashes
flat-footed
connects-
AC is 16.
It's got to beat it though, okay, right?
Yep.
So only one of the slashes hit. You roll a d5, or pardon me,
A
d6.
D5?
Roll a d5. Get that d5 out.
Giving me these non-existing dice. Oh. 6. He rolled a 6 out of 6.
That's not good. So you take 11 damage from the slash. Johannes is up next.
All right. I know that arrows are not good against them, but arrows is all he's got. So Johannes is going to do his thing. First roll to see if the 2 arrows hit. Ooh, they might. Does 23 hit?
Yeah, their AC's terrible. They're giant undead things.
So he deals...
Their DR is 5. So keep that
So he deals...
tally in your head.
Well, these are each individual, so... After DR, he deals 7 with the first arrow.
Really? That's a good arrow.
3 damage with the second arrow. And he has 2 more attempts. He hits with the second. For 1 damage after DR. And this will be the tough one. Ooh, 22. That one still hits. For... Did you say the DR was 5? For 7 damage with the third attack.
Really?
Yep. And these would all have an extra D6 worth of fire damage if Throk was able to cast a spell on him first.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. But alas.
The thing would have been like, fire bad. Now it is Skelly 2's, which lumbers up to Throk. And again, gives him quite an ass whooping. Undo Throk. Hit, hit, hit.
Dang.
That's not good. How much hit points does Throk have?
Currently? 28.
He's not going to have that in a moment. Let me tell you. What do we got? Okay, yeah. Okay. Yes. Actually, because he had to advance to attack, he doesn't get the 2 claws if he advances to attack, correct? Jay?
Usually, if it's a standard action and it's not the full attack, you have to choose between either the bite or the 2 claws.
We'll do the bite then. Oh, he connects with the bite successfully, dealing Throk a respectable 12 damage.
Okay.
And now it is Skilly 2. Now it is Throk's turn.
Alright, Throk is going to have to heal.
Touch yourself.
So he's going to use Divine Touch as
Told ya.
On himself.
as a swift action because he's using it on himself.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do it twice. You have two hands.
He doesn't actually do that
You gotta-
much.
You got to interlace the fingers, Jay. So that's why I can
So,
only do it once.
Look how many times I'm touching myself.
so I think he can only do
don't-
it once
I don't
per
wanna
turn.
look. Yes, I assume you can only let.
But he
just
can
like
do.
channel energy.
Yeah, he can do a 5-foot step and cast a spell.
Sure, do it.
The question is, what spell can he cast? What is the level 2 cure spell?
Cure moderate.
Alright, give
Light,
me-
moderate, then serious.
Yeah, give me half a second. Yep, moderate. And it is 2d8 plus 1 per caster level. So he heals that. Oh my. So So he heals for 17 this round. Total.
Very good. That'll help him. It is now Brady's turn, and Brady has been waiting for his turn all day.
It's usually how turns go. Yeah.
He brandishes his wonderful symbol to his greater deity, and with a golden glittery swirl, does an extra channel as a full round action
Yes.
to deal 4, 5, 5, 14 plus 50% is 7, 21 damage to both skeletons,
Hmm.
thereby defeating them both in one fell swoop, unless they have a improved channeling resistance, which they shouldn't because they're stupid skeletons. Channel resistance, anything at all? Nope, nothing like that. So both skeletons, upon the golden swirl swooshing around them, fall to pieces around our beautiful, recently bludgeoned Throk friend. And he's a one-trick pony, guys. This is the best that Brady can do. He's like, I'm dead, yay! And that is that. So the curtain falls. Again, Brady comes over and says, well, that went well.
Effortless.
It didn't even get to you, Carrick, that time, which is good because you did so much work a minute ago. Literally
Yeah.
all the work a minute ago.
It's nice to sit back a little. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So with that, I guess we could heal up if we wanted to for the final act.
Throk is just going to use one of his channels. It is not going to be enough. He's going to use another one of his channels. Because he rolled 3d6 and healed for a total of 4.
So good.
That's amazing.
Oh, figures. Yeah, he's going to waste all these rolls, though. His second roll was for 14. So Throk is once again at 0. Or 0% damaged, that is.
So I think Act 6 is really short, correct?
Yeah, and I don't think there's any combat. I thought it was just dialogue.
Can we read through this at least a little bit?
Which is Act 6?
Trial by combat and love. So Handerthal has it aside. How could this be? 4 trials broken and still they prevail. As Modi smiles upon them, does the Dark Lord truly know of my compact with the Abyss? It cannot be. I am utterly undone. True or nay, I must try the last. I shall plunge their faith in pitch and acrid stew
Yes.
and see if they hold to the cause. To the party. You sickly whelps profess undying devotion to one another. Another smoldering lie flung from your dark holes. I think he means mouths. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he means mouths.
I hope so.
You but conspire to confound this court of a dark majesty. 'Tis ye who contract with the devil's spawn, pardon me, with demon spawn, and seek my undoing in service.
You're
to
gonna
some
make
slimy
you're gonna make the people angry in the front row.
or master of the putrid abyss. So the abyss are the demons,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
he's saying that they're aligned with the demons when it's he who's aligned with the demons, right? Your vile benefactors have thus far watered off justice's hand, but let us see if you hold steadfast before the promise of oblivion. This is harder to do than I thought. Who's Dentris? It's
Kyle.
Johannes, right?
Dentra says, "More. I cannot last. My old heart gives out. Go on without me, master. I served your father faithfully. Alas, I am found lacking in the face of this half-breed son. The challenges, ever dire, cleave my soul from me. May Asmodeus keep me."
Larazad.
No. Foolish talk, old wizard. Haven't you claimed immortality 1,000 times to any bent ear? Old Dentris, Maltrada cannot die. Ye said. I've eaten the heart of an ancient red worm, and warmed by his fire. My soul burns eternal. Get up, my dear friend. More father to me than ever any father was. Your duties are not abated. Your task is yet done.
Is yet undone.
Yes, that.
And then Tywin says, "Let him die. He's suffered long enough, and we've suffered his blustering speeches even more keenly. Kick off, old bag, and be done with ye."
Why, you shiny beetle! You quivering Pauladine of a young whelp-turned demigod. Ye plump kettle!
That's appropriate.
I'll bring the all-encompassing powers of 1,000 worlds crashing down upon your head. The keening song of dead gods warble at my command. I'll leave your mind a tattered... Is
Wow,
that
tattered?
a tattered medallion?
Italian.
Oh, is it
That
supposed?
is-
Is that a typo, or is that supposed to say that? Is that tattered medallion?
I've never seen that word before in my life. Let's see.
I would say it's a typo. I thought it was a tattered medallion.
Ragged or disreputable in appearance. That is a real bleeping word.
Okay.
Tattered a million.
Okay, I'll leave your mind a tattered million of a sad rag. Die. Die, you say. Nay, not till I've seen the last oaf fish breath squeezed from your lungs by tongues of fire. You simpering arrow din.
Looking more lively now, aren't we?
Peace, old man. The Pauladine works a righteous healing upon your old bones, applying the only balm your withered heart desires. Spitting ire and uncouth rage. Bile for balm. Bile for balm. What a wolf-fish, old man, a terror to kings and angels. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dentris Maltrada. He knows no equal.
All right, we'll stop there. So, as we continue...
Yeah, we're going to skip over Drovalid. He gets a line.
Oh, yeah, we actually, Jolie should throw his lines. Where does it make sense to start? It's all Dentris, Lazarod, Dentris, Lazarod, Androthin.
I see enough.
Oh, he starts with enough at his time. Yeah.
Enough. It is time. I'm no longer of your company, but know I would stand by you through all 600 trials. Take hands with me, half-breed. My sin and yours are one. Our destinies intertwined, and I walk your path with you to the burning by your red end.
Ooh. Larazod says.
Honored am I. Johannes glances, looking for Robble off stage.
The companions fight off a legion of devils, which is what just happened. Legion of devils are just the two troll skeletons? I guess so. That's it. That was good. Alright, so we fight the troll skeletons. We thus win. We know all that stuff. Trial by his own dark hand. Hinderthan. The final trial is at hand. Your soul shall be quenched at long last.
This trial is yours, Magistrate Maleficarum. Asmodeus is the only true judge here. Bow before him.
Insolent dog, Asmodeus shall scour your soul as sauce from a pan, ash for bones, and waxen souls melted by the Dark Lord's flame, to puddle at his taloned feet.
So, here's where things are going to get fun.
Larazad says one last line, though.
Yeah, we're going to see. This will be the fun part. He says, "We shall see who is judged," and he waits for the person to enter.
Which person to enter?
The next person who enters.
The Prince of Darkness enters?
Indeed, he does.
All right, so I'll read the line, and then I'll tell you what happens. The Prince of Darkness enters in a burst of foul-colored flames and shrieking, crimson-skinned imps, and offers Larazad a choice. His devil's hang silk scarves around the companions' necks, one of red, one of crimson. Each is handed a contract written in blood, which bursts into flames when read. So what we see in the final act, Robble plays the part of Asmodeus, and he bursts on stage, levitating with a cloak on fire, with a shockingly realistic costume, enhanced, as you'd assume, by Milik, and he floats around the stage, delivering Asmodeus's lines.
So, thinking this is the perfect opportunity, Throk puffs up, takes in a deep breath, and oh, I accidentally edited the text instead. Okay. He repeats his last line, "We shall see who is judged," and he points his finger at the Prince of Darkness, a.k.a. Robble, and exclaims, "This traitorous devil boy is not what I had thought. His paper contracts will be null and void when the fury of Sauron is unleashed. Those who are enslaved by this devil boy will find safe haven in any forest as long as I'm here. I am a free orc and will not entertain the thought of binding myself to the whim of a red, limp-wristed dandy."
He just says that out of nowhere?
Yep.
Like, not part of the play?
Yep. He improvised some lines where Larazad sees through Asmodeus. And he challenges Asmodeus.
The Prince of Darkness?
Yes. If you want, he could roll a perform check.
So Lazarod, the character, is challenging him?
Oh, yes. No.
Is Throk the character challenging him?
Both. Oh, wait, no. Throk is challenging him as Larazad.
So Larazad is challenging the Prince of Darkness to battle? Is that accurate?
He says, "I am a free orc. I will not entertain the thought of binding myself to the whim of a red, limp-wristed dandy."
He says, "True, but a true heart shall beat strong for all eternity at my side." So you're saying you do not want to be at my side for all eternity?
The true glory will be Sauron's, Throk says.
Is that
great
Throk's god?
Yes, it is. The great tusked one will take down any horned one that approaches. By hoof, by gore, by any means. So Throk is trying to take over the play.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
He's just trying to
there's
rewrite the ending, pretty much.
There is a great gasp from the audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, the 6 well-dressed, robed men stand up and say, "What foolishness is this? Robble, what have you done to our play?" Robble looks like in a panic and looks left and looks right and is absolutely beside himself. He says, "Stick to the play, boys, stick to the play." He says aside to
Throk gives a wink to Carrick.
okay, what does that mean?
I don't know. What is Carrick going to do?
I don't know. I would like to know what the wink means.
Carrick's just watching at this point. His character has nothing to do with it. I like plays.
What did the wink mean? What is Throk trying to throw down?
He had hoped that, you know, when discussion, well, this is above the table. When discussion of what the play really entailed, Throk was not down with that when he realized that there was followers of Asmodeus who sponsored the whole thing. So
Sure.
he's more or less trying to either coax an alternate ending out of Robble's performance or just set the whole thing on fire. Not literal fire. I mean, he could do it in fire, but have it fail stupendously. Oh, we can't hear you, JM. You're muted.
I don't know what Robble would do.
Well, Throk has once again challenged him to a battle of words, this time live and on stage in front of a whole audience. So Throk is actually, since he's trying to micromanage Throk, Throk is now going to turn to the audience and address them. It says, "See, Asmodeus, challenged in his own domain, cowers at the might of Saren, does not know what to do."
So with that, Robble is confused, totally panicked, and downtrodden. And suddenly, you see the gentleman by the name of... Frick's his name.
Henderson?
Henderson say, "See, Lord, I told you. These curs are against you. I am your real savior and ally. From this day forth I pledge my allegiance to you, and let them burn in the fiery depths of hell." And with that, the second trapdoor opens. Robble motions for the party to get in there. And he himself descends into the trapdoor, which brings the whole party down below deck. And with a gasp from the audience, Robble reads the last line, which is, "Treacherous lords and ladies, with their false justice over true souls, your souls shall burn for all eternity, and everlasting torment awaits Larazad and his fateful companions into the mouth of hell." And then the play is complete. Upon descending into the depths of the maw, Robble begins to scream at levels you have never heard anybody ever scream at Larazad, saying, "You idiot! You have ruined us! We are done! You will not get a penny for this! Not one penny!"
Throk is laughing. He's laughing
obviously.
uproariously. He thinks that he's never done anything better before.
Yeah. You guys hear a scampering of feet and whatnot as the rest of the cast come upon the party and Robble, and they're all mouth agape and shocked as to what just occurred. Robble tells the players to get out of his face. He never wants to hear or see them again, and they will also never work in this town, no matter what vocation for the rest of their natural days for ruining his play. So you have made a huge enemy out of that gentleman. And probably the entire church of Asmodeus is not a big fan of you, Larazad, at the very least. So yeah, you spectacularly failed that play. Yeah, I 100% agree with the spectacularness of your failure. That was that was amazing. Now, from a popularity perspective, because these were mostly people that were again aligned with the Church of Asmodeus, you're not going to be very popular because of it. But certain anti-religious sects, certain the nobility thought it was hilarious that the ones that weren't directly aligned with the church, that you would do such a thing. But Brady goes, well, Throk, I think we should probably retire from the stage and or area for a very long time, as I assume those gentlemen may want to speak with you. So we should probably hit the road, Jack. Any thoughts, Carrick, on next steps, my friend?
That was unexpected. Yeah, definitely unexpected.
Johannes
So
says,
we
what?
gotta
Johannes is confused. I thought it all went according to plan.
Nope, that was not the plan. Just so you guys know, not the plan at all. And let's get the heck out of here, because I don't want to see those gentlemen with the pentagrams and the evil.
Oh,
They may
running
be
away
looking
from
for
an
Throk.
encounter, are we?
Yes. Brady's like, I don't think we need a whole church after us, especially this particular church. We should be on our way.
Johannes is not so convinced.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be convinced, unless for some reason he wants to mess with the greater cleric of evil again, which is not a good idea. That's hilarious. Can you send me what you wrote up, by the way? I want to save that for. That's going to go in a special folder.
Half of it was improvised. I didn't know what was going to happen after the first monologue.
I mean, you spat some exceedingly well put together blasphemous statements in front of the head of a church, so I didn't know it was going to happen either. But luckily, you had enemies in the play staff, and they were able to save the play at least, because their livelihoods are at stake. So Milik walks up to Carrick and says, "Off you go, boys. I don't think you're welcome here anymore." And you hear the diva wailing, like, "Oh, how could they ruin our beautiful play?" Type of
They?
Yeah, because I mean, they know that you guys are a party, whether or not directly, indirectly, they knew you guys are bonded together. So Brady's very apologetic, bowing and apologizing profusely for the behavior of his compatriots, and just trying to get the hell out of the theater before too much longer. He's motioning for Carrick and Throk and everybody to follow him towards the exit. You don't have to come with him, but he's definitely exiting.
Throk will accompany him, if only for the sake of Brady's own safety. He assumes it is not
Yes.
safe for Brady to be alone.
No, it would not be safe for any of us to be alone at this very, very moment. I would say safety is of top of mind over the next, until we get to the tower. Tower good. Staying bad. As you guys near the exit, you hear a lot more uproar from the audience. You hear no laughter, you hear no clapping, you just hear the roar screams and yells from what sounds like very infuriated individuals. And Brady goes, "I think that's our cue to exit the area." So, do you guys go back to the tower, or what's the next step?
Well, Locke wants to see what happens once they leave because they don't know.
Locke could totally see what happens. Yeah. So Locke is his job is to entertain the masses before they get out of hand. Out of hand hath occurred. There are people wailing. There are people screaming at the stage.
Throk, as he was leaving, will once again say, my notice was sincere. Any who are enslaved by this Asmodeus and his paper contracts can return to the forest with me, where they can worship a real god.
You tell that to the stage crew?
No, not to the stage crew, to the audience as he's leaving.
Oh, no. So you descended down into an underworld.
So they...
Yeah,
so you would
Throk never
have to
shows
go,
his face to the crowd anymore, so he does
so
not...
you would have to go out from underneath the staging back to the front of the staging, towards the front of the house.
I thought you meant that we were leaving from the
audience.
back to sort of go along the outskirts of the...
No. So you'd have to get out from the back staging. You'd have to go to the top of the staging. Then you'd have to go to the play.
No, he does not
front.
do that.
My God, that'd be... We want to discreetly leave through the rear.
Okay.
We do not want to discreetly leave through the crowd and throngs of angry people. That's not the way Brady's telling you to go. Correct. Yep. Yeah, no, it would totally be... You would see all the chaos and everything around you if you were on stage still. Again, typically, like, the cast comes together. They typically bow. There's the whole applause thing. So, again, the curtain drops after everybody's sent to hell. Robble tells you to get the hell out of there. He doesn't even want you around. Play be damned. He then screams at some hands and whatnot to go back to try and quiet the audience, right? And try and get a handle on the situation, as it were. As you attempt to depart, the Handerthan guy, what's his name? Thesing? Thessing or Thesing? We'll say Thessing. Comes up to you guys and say, "Well, appreciate that, my gentlemen. I'll take any and all of your wonderful reward for the play. Do not worry. It being split, 6 ways instead of 10, we all appreciate your very handy judgment in handling the ending of the play. Be on your way now. I'm sure you'll never work in this town again."
Joanna says, "Don't worry, the bill is forthcoming." Oh, and it will be paid one way or the other. And that, actually, Throk is going to try and back him up with an intimidation check.
Sure.
So...
What's opposite to intimidation? I don't remember.
It goes versus their wisdom and something else. Hold on. Let me... It is not a counter roll. It is a number that he has to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is 10 plus the target's hit dice plus the target's wisdom modifier.
Wisdom modifier is minus, hit dice is 3, so it's kind of a wash. So he gets a +1, so like 11.
No, it's a DC. So it's 10.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
10
It's
plus
10 plus -1
oh
plus 3.
So 12
So
is
it's like
the DC.
12. 12 would be the number. Yep.
So Throk rolled a natural 1. So the person is not very, very intimidated.
No, not intimidated at all. He laughs and he walks away, knowing he has bested the group, and we'll reap the rewards of it. Hopefully,
Believe it or not,
Robble...
even with a 1, his
It's a
bonus
natural fail.
was 15. He still would have beat
Yep.
the DC.
Right, the DC, yeah. I think that's the best way it could have ended, actually. So, no matter what you guys did, Thessing was going to betray you guys, which is hilarious. So,
Who was going to?
technically all worked out.
That guy.
The guy playing Handerthan.
What was he going to do?
Well, you didn't really have to do anything. You guys did it to yourselves, so it doesn't really matter. So we're supposed to
he
get
gonna break
100
the play,
popularity. What was that?
Was he going to break the play?
Nope. So nope, not. No, his was to play his part as well as he could, and if you guys were successful, he was really going to be outraged at you guys being successful. So you literally played right into his hands when it came to the end of the play, which pleased him greatly. So yeah, so you're awarded no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Now you're supposed to gain a significant amount of popularity at the end of this, like a significant amount, like potentially over the 500 I was telling you guys about. But since you broke the play, you gained a little bit of notoriety.
Mm-hmm.
Along with some popularity is not the right term. You definitely pissed off. I'm gonna bring up my noble worksheet real quick.
If we pissed off any nobles, it was the right nobles to piss off in my book.
Oh, you totally pleased the good nobles. John's fourth session. Okay. Now we have the Throk. Johannes first, and then Throk really pissed off
no.
the Church
Yeah.
of.
It was definitely
Asmodeus.
their joint effort. That's why they were talking while you guys were
So
hashing over
let me-
things. They were giggling and smiling and nodding and agreeing.
so-
They were hatching ideas together.
So let me go through the so if you're neutral, you're just unknown / no note to the party. Then we have known and of interest, which is like +10. You have well known and liked, which is +25. You have an indebted or asset at +50. You have renowned, loved at +100. Going the opposite, you have known and they're leery. You have well known, disliked. You have hated, avoided, and you have despised, actively hunted. So for the Church of Asmodeus, you're definitely -50, if not more, with what you just threw down. So we'll just do straight -50 with that whole thing. Now, the family that is good aligned, you will gain some positive notoriety. These guys thought you were hilarious.
Positive notoriety.
Yes.
I love your made-up term there.
You gave some fame. You gave some fame with the good family. Yeah, you gave some fame. These guys, they really liked you. Thought that was hilarious. The bad family, the Corleones, you did a fair job of pissing them off, so that's not good. Once they hear about what you did to the Church of Asmodeus, they're not going to be pleased. Then I'll have to figure out where the other ones.
So where are we? Are we alone enough?
I mean, right now, from what I can tell, you are
On the street,
walking
on our way back to the
towards-
tower, right?
Yeah, back towards the tower. Now you'll see torches start to light up near the playhouse. You'll see some sort of gathering and/or band coming together at the front. You don't know why or where, but you hear shouting. And
Johannes says, "I think they're hunting us."
yeah, no, you feel like some sort of small mob is forming behind you. Yep.
Okay, so at this point, Locke is going to run back up because he assumes that Robble is going to be busy dealing with crap.
Yes.
He
So
needs
what
to
Locke
get in
sees?
that trunk.
That's funny. So what Locke sees is again very unhappy.
Mhm.
A group of people. They're all yelling for refunds. They're yelling at Robble for besmirching. What's the word for it? Besmirching.
Yeah.
I don't know why that doesn't sound right. The name of Asmodeus, right? This was supposed to be a happy gathering for the church, so they are completely affronted and surprised and shocked and awed, which is really what Throk was really going for. The high priestess demands justice for ruining the name of their god, as you'd imagine he would. He's the one who's going to demand that the players be brought back and questioned, which you don't want to be a part of that questioning, for sure. I'm gonna have to remember all the houses here. I'll mess with the rest later. But yeah, so you gained significant notoriety with the Church of Asmodeus, with the Corleone family, and then a bit of fame and appreciation from a few of the more either liberal or good aligned houses. Once we're good to go there, and many of them are liking you. I'd say that the randos probably like that too, to some extent. Probably not a fan of the Church of Asmodeus. Anyway, I'll mess with the house influence chart later. So that's what Locke sees. The greater priest tells Philip the Meek to go find them. Some of the stronger looking lads go with Philip the Weak, and that's where Locke assumes that some sort of search party is going to be formed. So that's when Locke probably gets the idea to also get the hell out of there.
Yeah. He wants to go back into that chest he found. Specifically, he wants to find any information regarding the formation of this play.
So you go to the locked
that chesty thingy.
Chesty thing. So you see a amount of gold, which you assume is the reward for the players and the money that was required to bring this whole thing together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
There also may be a percent of the house's take back there, but I don't know if it necessarily is in the chest at this point. But if you wanted to search for the money that they collected for the house, you probably could find it. I don't believe you should take any of that, but you could find it. And then in there you do see, again, it's mostly his manuscripts, unproduced plays, some scripts of more renowned plays that you would assume that are things that he has either done in the past or plans to work on in the future. You don't necessarily see any history or details around this particular play. You do know that there's a pile of scripts, as there were when we were practicing, all around.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything specific and or else that he'd be searching for in
he wants to find
private rooms?
He was specifically looking for like contact information or names, whoever brought this play to him. That's what he's looking for.
So you have to go to Robble's writing desk and you have to search through for correspondence, which probably roll a d12. See how many minutes it takes you to sort through all that.
Roll a 1.
Apparently you're like the MacGyver of finding crap you're not supposed to find.
Or he just left it on the top.
So you do see letters between the church and Robble that describes the donation that the church received from a noted significant family of the Bankers Guild. They wanted to take a percent of those proceeds to create this play, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of clearly defines that the church were the ones who requisitioned the play, and obviously Robble was the only one of the people in town that would ever even attempt to do this kind of production. So yeah, it's all pretty what you'd be in line with how you believed it went. So the letter does not define who the benefactor was,
Mm-hmm.
but you know that there was some noble family or a collection of noble families, for all you know, that created a sum of money that allowed the church to start the play.
From what Locke saw, does Locke believe that Robble himself is evil, or just kind of a guy who will do anything for a buck?
No, Robble's not evil. No. He's not nice, but he's not evil. No, not in the least. You'll get compensated well, and the reason why he picked you guys were because you looked like you weren't gonna die. He didn't pick you guys because he thought you would die.
Mhm.
So yeah, he knows that it's a dangerous thing. He knows that I mean, that's why it's
I don't know.
taboo. That's why.
But he's
that's why
willing
fist
to
fight.
entertain the Church of Asmodeus.
Yeah.
A
He doesn't
good
care.
character would not do that.
I mean, he's in it for the performance art.
I don't see any good character of any type.
He's chaotic neutral.
Yeah, I was gonna say, good, no. Neutral, maybe.
Yeah, a lot of the people that are around you doing this are either chaotic or evil. Let's see here. Let's see what her alignment is. Except for Calcinica, obviously she seems nice.
Was she the young one or the big one?
She's the young one.
She was the nice one?
She's
Dang.
probably the only good. She's probably the only good
I
character.
thought
in the
that
lot,
she
to be
was
honest.
totally the bad person the whole time.
What? Because she played Ilsandra?
Because she was so meek and, oh, I'm so nice.
No, she's legitimately the meek and nice one. No, yeah, that was.
I thought
that
she was
not her.
totally like, I knew that the douchebag was gonna like do something. I actually wanted to detect evil on him from Throk while I was doing stuff, but I forgot about asking to do it. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, most of these people are not evil. He's kind of a dick. These things he's definitely, wants to do bad things. But everybody else, they're just performers.
His actions
could
could have
argue-
been described as chaotic though, and not evil.
Who?
True.
The guy who played
Henderson.
Henderson, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's an evil person, but he's evil scheming versus evil overt,
Mhm.
So, but he didn't really have to scheme. You guys did it all. So that's it.
So
So
what is
we
Locke
can-
gonna do? Is Locke gonna close the chest and leave the money there, or is he gonna take it?
He's not gonna take the money because there's a lot of people, including his fellow acrobats, who legitimately are making a living.
Absolutely screwed. Yeah. There would be a lot of people. Especially if the church wants the money back, which probably is going to happen. So they might be screwed anyway, but they'd definitely be screwed if they didn't have the money. So Robble doesn't exactly have a way to pay them back.
So they're screwed no matter what. So
He could try and smooth things over with the church to try and ensure that people get paid. But if that money's gone, nobody's getting anything.
Yeah, and that would be kind of, in Locke's mind, that would definitely be like an evil action. He knows there are like families that are like, they legitimately need a paycheck.
Correct. Yeah. Stagehands, crew, cast. Correct. Yeah.
Like he doesn't care about the cast. He's more talking about the stage and the crew, which is who he spent the whole week with.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. They're all people who entertain an evil faction. In for the penny, in for the pound.
Yeah, well, some guys are just pulling rope. Like, they're just lifting curtains and crap. They're not doing anything.
Yeah, they're part of it, though. As soon as Throk and Johannes found out what was really going on, they said, nope, we're out of this.
I'm not going to lie, dude. I was not thinking about. I mean, it's literally just a play. It's just a dangerous.
A play
stupid
about
play.
making contracts with devils after someone cut me and drew
No.
my blood into a pentagram.
Archdevils. Okay, there's a big difference between devils and archdevils.
Yeah, there was a little bit more at stake once Johannes interacted with the Archon.
I get it. Again, I was very surprised. So how it was supposed to go is you guys do really well, and out of having positive fame, some things happen. You guys went a different direction. So that's interesting. I'll put it that way. So, you do not gain significant positive fame and/or I don't know, across the township for the nobles to take note.
Justin is frozen.
But
Can
ironically enough,
Justin hear us? That's a big old negative. And now I can't hear you, JM. Your mic unplugged.
I know it always does that. Oh, there he goes. I was going to say, I think it's going to have the same net result, where certain parties are going to want to meet with us, but it changes the complete context of the
welcome
next
back.
steps.
Yeah,
I think
my
your laptop
Wi-Fi
died.
just went out. No,
Oh,
it's
that's
the
weird.
Wi-Fi. I don't know why.
So yeah, so I was telling Kyle. So what was supposed to happen was your popularity is what brings you to the surface to a group of individuals that are going to take note. So now you are horrendously unpopular based on what you just did. So it's going to change the context of all the next things. And I think with pissed off the church is going to be, there maybe I'll have to think of what type of repercussions would come our way because of it. So it's definitely going to make some things more challenging over the next couple sessions. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, Carrick's pretty pissed at Johannes and Throk. Not that he doesn't appreciate what they did, but like we worked a whole week where people were dying trying to infiltrate this crap to do the greater good, and they just ruined it over 15 seconds.
No.
Yeah.
So
Nope, that's exactly how.
So
he sees it.
Throk and Johannes, they had spoken about it, about how they're gonna have to be found, sort of. They're gonna have to make a mark in one way or another to get these people to flush them out.
Yeah. That's exactly what. Yeah, I get what Throk. I mean, Brady's not angry at Throk and Johannes for doing that, but it seems foolhardy to Brady. You know, meaning that it seems foolish to take that level of. I mean, we're going to be highly noticed now.
So
moving forward,
once Johannes mainly realized the type of people that attend these things.
Yeah.
He realized that he doesn't want the help of anybody who would join and enjoy the satisfying ending that they wanted.
It's not helping. It was being covert. It was like being the CIA. We were trying to infiltrate.
You were trying to infiltrate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it was playing a role, right? But I absolutely understand where Throk would have a difficulty doing that. And Brady 100%.
He's a paladin cleric combination.
Yeah.
That got coerced into playing a demon who's trying to win over the worst devil in history.
Yeah. Yeah, tiefling, right? He's a tiefling.
Yep.
Which means you're half demon, right? You're half blood.
Half devil, I thought.
You're half devil.
Yep.
Right? So, yeah, no, Brady gets it. Brady just doesn't think it was very wise.
Well,
it's not a wise.
That's the thing about Throk. He is the least wise person you'll probably meet in a party.
Indeed. Yeah, we're picking up on that.
That's why Brady. His wisdom is -1.
Brady was like, "God damn it! I knew I should have been Lyrazad."
And
that's what Brady's thinking right now.
And Johannes is only a 12 wisdom, so he's not very wise either.
Yeah.
So between the two of them hatching a plan.
So Locke gets some information. We all retire to the tower, I hope, before some sort of raving mad mob.
So Johannes points out, I think we're being hunted. Throk laughs,
right.
And Throk and Johannes are beaming and chuckling the whole way.
Yeah, Brady's like, okay, let's start running and stop beaming. Carrick?
It was the right thing to do, says Johannes.
Yes, right thing, wrong thing. Let's get a move on.
Right for one person, it's moronic for the next. You never know.
Less talky, more runny.
I'll cover your end of the bill. Don't worry, you'll get paid, Carrick.
It's not about money. Plus, I can make way more than you can provide. But other than that, it's the fact that we
Yeah,
were trying
Johannes was
to
definitely
push
trying to
them.
egg you a little bit there. He was definitely trying to get your goat to be like, "Oh, you must be sad because you're not getting money." The dwarf doesn't get money. And suddenly, that's
Yeah.
what he was getting at.
Again, I just think it wasn't wise. My fellow compatriot just wasn't wise.
Throk just glad.
Yes, we know Throk is glad. Brady's glad. Here, let's run a bit faster. And he jumps into Throk's hands. My base speed is slow as fuck.
He doesn't drop you, but he plops you on Erithil.
Oh, can I ride Erythil? Is that plausible?
You
that I
can
ride her?
try.
Would
it has-
Erythil
it
want
has-
me to ride her?
No.
I
No,
would assume not.
but it has armor on, and you weigh probably less than the armor that it's wearing.
I mean, with all my accoutrement, yes, I weigh like 60 pounds all in,
Mm-hmm.
which is not a lot. Easily for Throk to carry me so that we can get a move on. So Brady's a little verklempt.
But you're riding Erithil.
Yeah, but I can't run very. Brady says, "Erythil, do you want me to ride you?" He says questioningly.
You get a snort.
Well, it's not a growl, so I think that's good enough. So I think Carrick's the only one who's slow then,
Mm-hmm.
and ain't nobody carrying Carrick. So,
No, Throk could carry Carrick.
but not at a run speed. You'd be encumbered. Carrick is like 400 pounds of shit.
How heavy is Carrick?
He's
not.
2 bills with like 150 pounds of equipment.
Yeah, it's the armor that's really heavy and spiky.
Oh, and Carrick is heavy. Like, Carrick in the armor equals.
Is
very
Carrick
heavy.
more than 200 pounds, do you think?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Way more.
So he could carry
equipment's
you,
like an
but he
extra
could
100
not
pounds.
carry you while running.
Yeah, that's why
Or in
Brady was
full
being
plate.
funny.
Yeah. He could carry you at a heavy load. You're kind of
Right.
in the middle between what I can lift over my head and what I can just lift off the ground.
Right. Which makes sense.
So I'm pretty sure I could lift you off the ground and over my head. I just couldn't lift you over my head and run with you at the same time.
Right. Which makes sense because he's a dwarf in full plate with spikes.
Yeah, picking up somebody in spiked armor is probably not easy or blood-free. Carrick kind of looks up at you guys. He's like, I got a free scourge. I don't know what to do with this.
You need to find a new corpulent woman to use it on, says
I
Johannes.
never used it on that woman. She did mention it, but I never used it.
That's terrible. All right, so we get in, we rest from the play. Brady says we should probably lay low for a while, maybe go on some patrols, but
Locke's like,
Not-
"Yep, I'm going back out there tomorrow. I want to see what happens.
no, Locke, you're fine. You can do all sorts of scouting.
I know.
You weren't the one who cursed Asmodeus' name, so
Oh,
Even-
Johannes,
you know,
Johannes,
posting them-
Johannes runs up to Locke. Did you see what happened? Did you see how
yeah.
mad he was?
That I did.
yeah, up close and personal.
It
saw
continues after
somebody
he
else.
left.
Exactly.
Johannes slaps his
so-
own knee.
So we'll probably pause here because now I have to rethink the next couple
Hmm.
more.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I assumed that what I did was not expected. So
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just end there. End there.
Okie dokie.
Epic failure of play. realign
Start
houses
at
and
the beginning.
determine what Church of Asmodeus does or wants to do to the party. What impact does this have with the Pathfinder mission? Which again, I think I think the end result is going to be the same. I just have to think on a couple details.
Yeah, just how to get there.
I assume
Yeah.
one member of the Invisible Hand, or whatever they're called, would have been amused.
Silent family.
Yeah,
But
that.
yes, oh,
Silent family. Yes. They have an invisible hand, but they're not the invisible hand. Man, I thought we did really good for the combat side.
yeah, that was never going to be an issue. Until it was. But yeah.
So I'll do the experience rolls, and then we get bonus experience for completing the axe successfully, except for the last one.
Why?
Yeah, for a variety of reasons. The last one went a little askew. So
All right. Well, I will talk to you gents later.
yeah, get some rest. I know you were tired again tonight, so
That's all
appreciate you hanging in.
right. No worries, no worries. Good game, good game.
I think Kyle made it worth it in the end. So. I'm just glad that the evil cleric didn't eviscerate him. That it was going in the evisceration direction, so
For sure.
it worked out. All right, guys. Good night.
Sleep well.
See ya.
All right, bye. Thank you everybody who came and watched. That was pretty entertaining. I gotta say that was fun to do. More Pathfinder coming up Wednesday evening, as far as I know. If things change, I'll let you all know. Thanks for coming.